Yo, how's it going? Hello, everybody. Yeah, that's right, I didn't think of a new game to play, so we're playing more of Soulstice. Since, it was alright. Didn't have too many major problems with it, so I figured, why not again? I want to see what more it has to offer. But, also, there's nothing else releasing right now. More thick Fimgut. I can't deny that as what it is. Hey, Dartigan, what's up? How you doing? Chad, I feel a little sick, but not because I'm actually ill. I made an attempt to get over my texture sensitivity when it comes to food today, so I ate some stuff I don't normally eat. My body's still like, why? Why did you do that? And it wasn't anything complicated either. It was literally just like some sauteed mushrooms and some kimchi. I had to force it down though. My body was like, no, stop. But I don't know why I'm like this. It's just so hard to eat new stuff. Especially if it's like, healthy. I get that way with eggs. I get them a lot less. I eat them a lot less if they weren't so delicious. What type of eggs are we talking about? Like scrambled, sunny side? For some reason I don't like sunny side eggs. But with me, I'm like really texture sensitive when it comes to food, and it's always been like vegetables and other stuff like that that makes it hard. It's hard for me to eat. And so I was like, all right, let me try something different with a bit slightly different texture. So it was like I sauteed some mushrooms and then also got some kimchi, bought some at the store. I managed a few pieces of the kimchi and like a full plate of the mushrooms, but I had to eat it with like chicken as well. Whenever I wanted to eat a bite of either of that, I had to like have a fork full of chicken as well. Otherwise, there's no way I would have stomached it. Scrambled eggs just touches my throat too many times. I can see that. I mean, it is a weird, mushy texture. Also, well, you can have like really runny scrambled eggs and like really dry scrambled eggs, or an in-between. But hello everybody. The Pal's Life. I'm just describing my, my food problems. Hate mushrooms. I've actually never eaten a mushroom before until today. That's the first time in my life I've ever knowingly eaten a mushroom. Cannot handle ham. I'm not a fan of ham because I just don't like the taste of it in that case. Not really the texture of it. All meat is fine for me generally. It's usually just like the vegetables and plant matter. Well, besides fruit, I'm fine with fruit. Try not to notice the main character's eyes. That's the first thing I noticed is that she has anime eyes, but she does not have an anime face to go with it. So it kind of has a weird, throw you off look to herself. It's a little uncanny. It's like clashing art styles. Her like face is like Western animated looking, but her eyes are like too big. It's sort of like that same thing you had the Battle Angel movie, where you had the actress with her like CG big anime eyes. What about orc meat? Is such a thing real? Where do you buy that, huh? Yes, buy orc meat. All natural, no hormones. Unless it's Canadian bacon. We call that ham here in America. Always getting major headaches after. Alita, yeah, Alita Battle Engine, whatever it's called. Based off an anime or a manga. Eggs Benedict, I can't handle that texture. I've never had it. No, I've never had it. Like I said, when it comes to egg texture, I'm fine with that. It's just, plants and, fungi, I guess. Battle Angel? Okay, Battle Angel. What up, Dart? Hey, what's up, Logical? How you doing? Mushrooms is life. I mean, I know they're good for you, and that's why I tried to eat them today, and I managed it. I don't know, I didn't enjoy the meal that much, is the best way of putting it, and felt a little ill. I didn't come, well, I just did the meme, I didn't come, but you know what I mean. I gagged once while trying to eat it. Not a big, heavy gag, like, blah, where it made sounds, like, I could feel my throat do the motion. Again, this sounds dirty, and it should. I'm just talking about eating. And I don't think I want to eat any more of the kimchi, though. That texture was just too much. It's just too slimy and planty. I think maybe the next thing I should try is like pickling something and like make it more crunchy. I don't know. Get that with sweet potato. I actually like sweet potato. Sweet potato French fries. But potatoes I'm actually fine with. I boil potatoes all the time, and I can eat those no problem. It's one of the, plants I can eat pretty easily. Love some sauteed mushrooms. That's what I did. I just, it's pretty easy. You just put them in a pan, make sure they're dry. Toast them on both sides, and if you want, after that, salt and pepper and put some butter in. So, came out alright, and they look good, but the texture, and thankfully mushrooms don't have much taste. But I'd still like when I was eating at the same time as the chicken, and I still noticed the change in texture. I don't know why my mouth is so sensitive to the texture. It shouldn't be. I feel like I could probably I could read Braille with my tongue. Like, stop it. Just be numb or something so I can eat some shit. Pretty much an omnivore. Like, I've always had to, I've had a weird diet my entire life. I've never been able to correct it because of that texture sensitivity issue. It's like I can't eat like the normal stuff you're supposed to be eating. Like, most of the time I get my greens, I had to like put it into a blender and like, here's some spinach in my smoothie. This is really good music. We're talking about diet, isn't it? Yeah, I tried to eat mushrooms. My interview didn't fall through, so still jobless. You mean you didn't get the interview, or they declined you? But regardless, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, but keep your head up. I know it sucks, the job hunting stuff. You'll find one eventually. That's Dartigan's line with the ladies. I can read Braille with my tongue. I mean, I may have actually used that once before in that way. I mean, they always tell you to spell the alphabet, right? Speaking of diet, you're 2 belt notches thinner. See, I'm the opposite. I've actually, since I've been trying to put on more muscle, I've gone up in weight. So I might have to buy new pants soon. I noticed that it was like when I was, trying to find something to wear for that wedding I went to like a week ago. It's like, these don't fit so well anymore. Don't know why I'm interviewing for a PCS. Good luck. I need a lady to sit on my faces. Thank you for sharing. Jacked Dartworth. Well, I'm going for the jacked. Yeah, I mean, I want to get to like 210 in terms of body weight. I'm like at 199 or 198, give or take, every day right now. But yeah, I've been putting on more muscle weight. I do have a few extra like fat pounds I could like stand to lose as well, so I'm probably gonna start up running again soon to cut those. I think I have about like 5 pounds I could stand to lose in terms of like fat weight while putting on more muscle. Exercise still, yeah. If you're not getting a ton of protein, you don't put on very much muscle. So that's when in fact, if you're just like, depending on your diet, you're losing both muscle and fat when you're like doing that. Your biceps feel tighter out. Good, that means it's working. So, chat, anything happened today? I did not keep up with any news. I was busy all day. Had to do cleaning and all that stuff. Had to let it go for a while because I'd been busy working on the Saints Row crap. Hello, what's up, Pixel? How you doing? Nothing of note? Nothing of note. God, to Reddit, someone find some talking points. Well, I did notice one thing. I heard rumors that they're remaking Persona 3. That's the one detail I learned today. There's rumors of that. Like, oh. Yet another thing chat will ask me to send. Hey, look at that. A sub from Pope of Derry. And 45 months of subbing as well. Your Tulu, Spider-Man, Mary Jane's feet pics have been posted to the web. I like to think that is a goblin plot somewhere. That he would just like, you know what, he thinks that would be like, yeah, that's where you stick it to Spider-Man. You're too late, Spider-Man. I've leaked Mary Jane's OnlyFans content to all of New York City. He's like, no, you monster. I watched the Saints Row video twice. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it that much. Orange man bad, socialism good. Well, yeah, depending on your subreddit. I mean, I happen to agree Orange man was pretty shit. But, I don't really think socialism is that great either. Well, in small doses, it's fine. I'm not that against. I mean, hey, I like having a social safety net. It's pretty nice and handy. And I wouldn't mind full-on healthcare, too. That'd be pretty good. But you know what? I don't really want to go the whole, like, full Venezuela. The full Venezuela sounds like a weird, perverted thing too for some reason. But it kind of is in a real sense. But what we can, no, let's not get political. Let's continue talking about Green Goblin leaking OnlyFans content and Mary Jane. Unironically sounds like the plot of a modern Marvel comic. What, leaking OnlyFans content? Give its time. There will be, at some point, there will be a brave, stunning and brave Marvel hero that announces that they're a superhero that has an OnlyFans account. It's like, why not? I mean, it's empowering. You don't want government healthcare? I have several good friends who have it, and trust me, I kind of do want it. I mean, I know you have it because you're like, in the military, but still, I know people with no healthcare who would take it regardless of how shitty you think it is. Some healthcare is better than, hey, you know what I'm dying of? Everything, because I can't afford it. Or people who have to continue working shitty jobs just so they can like keep their shitty healthcare they go through it. This is how Dartigan reveals his OnlyFans. Well, if I have an Only, you think I would hide that? I would like, fuck that. Here, I'd want you to sign up for it. I have no idea what the content would be though. Barely get to use it? Well, I'm hoping you barely get to use it because you're healthy. But I have vet friends who have definitely benefited from having like veteran benefits like healthcare. Calf pics, I mean, is that a fetish I can exploit calf pics? Because I got those. Did you see the latest state of play for God of War? The one where well, I saw the trailers that were revealed during the last Sony event. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff actually. And yeah, I saw the last God of War trailer. Everything is a fetish? True, if you could find the right group for it. Want me to step in mayo? Come on, join me on my OnlyFans /Dartigan. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's got a nice sound, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the smell of mayo. Sorry, I'm just like hydrating right now, chat. Haven't drank much today. Chat getting thirsty this early? Well, no, actually, we're just making, dirty jokes like we normally do. Why do I get all the people who just want to make dirty jokes watching my chat? I'm not even a dirty-minded person. What's this game about? I honestly still don't really know, other than we're like part of some kind of sacred order, and we're like, there's like a dying dead city, and there's like a hole in the sky above it that evil's pouring through it, and we're sexy hot battle lady who's here to stop it, and our sister's a ghost. The plot I've barely absorbed anything from. It's alright gameplay wise, but the plot is sheer mess. It's one of those things where there's a bit too much they're trying to do at the same time, and none of it really meshes or like gets through. It's a little too dense and also a bit generic. But yeah, gameplay wise it's fine. I hope Jack from FF Origins is in the Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, he probably will be. I wouldn't be surprised. But I just hope he like still says fuck. Hope he hasn't stopped swearing. It's really nice claymore. Like I said, the main character is like a mix of Guts and the Claymore girls, especially when she goes monster, I think. But the sword is clearly like Guts or whatever his name is. And the sister could be like a stand-in for Puck. But then again, Claymore was pretty heavily inspired by Berserk too, so it's not really saying much. You hate when in real life women dress up like video game characters? You mean like cosplay? Well, keep in mind, they're only sometimes lewd because the character itself is designed to be lewd. There's plenty of non-lewd cosplay out there. But hey, if that's what they want to do, let them do it. I mean, hell, if you're saying you wouldn't? If there's like demand for like sexy guys and... Come on, Chad. Let's not be that way. This is an incel-free community. Well, you can be an incel here, but we'll just make fun of you. Say you're not the horny, but you just said you were coming. Well, no, I was stopped myself in the middle of a sentence. You know the meme like that came out of like all the cyberpunk shit of Keanu Reeves saying, "Why do you come?" It basically ended up being that. Nursesk, how you ever pronounce that? 19 months. Looks like I'm just in prime to use my monthly free sub on Dartigan. Yeah, I mean, I like the way you dropped that. Very subtle. Anyone else have a prime sub burning a hole in your pocket? Now's may be the opportunity you've been waiting for. I know, but I just want to see 2B, but not some lady dresses. Well, then go look at the Rule 34. There's plenty of that for you. Did set up my gaming laptop. Nice. So many good TV. Yeah, right. See, there's so many conversations going on in chat, I can't keep track of who's talking about what. Right to hear, my day was pretty good. Isn't Brazil filled with hot girl cosplayers? I mean, what else do you have to do in Brazil? It's either that or, what, be depressed? You might as well look good while you can. It only lasts so long, you know. Lead character designers in Overwatch 2 left because nobody was drawing the new ninja character naked. Is that the actual stated reason? That can't be. I refuse to believe that's true. I mean, usually you have to wait for the game to come out anyways, for them to like rip the character model. Whole back half of the factory didn't show up tonight. Maybe it's a religious holiday somewhere. Let's see. 1/4 is about horny time. Depends on the mood and the day of the week in the game. Problem with Rule 34 is they always exaggerate the boob and butt size to be like... I like that you've been thinking about this. Like, yeah, let me give you my critiques on Rule 34. Oh, that's, you know, fetish for you. I mean, it's already like weird-ass fetishing as it is, so they make it, you know, they have the pill to... I don't know what to say about that. I mean, you're looking for, maybe you'll find what you're looking for. Maybe you're just looking for the wrong characters. Okay, so, be here lurking since I'll finally finish my fucking playthrough. You know, you can say fuck, we're fine with that here. 350 hours in, so burnt out of this. Yeah, 350 hours of any game is too much. Alright, so who else went and bought themselves a copy of Babylon's Fall? Just kidding, by the way. I've heard that you can't even like go to GameStop and get that game now. What game are you problem? What game are you problem? You know, it's still hard to believe that game came from the same developer as Metal Gear Rising. Like, it was like the same producer as well, like the same director who made Metal Gear Rising made Babylon's Fall. It's like, what the hell happened? You had to pick one out of these three, what would you pick? Of what three? Hey, can my controller work? Oh, there you go. Also, can I point out, I'm really sick of any video game that wants you to hold a button to select a menu option. Why did we start doing that? Like, hold X to start your game. Please stop. All those bad game mechanics were actually Platinum choices. Well, I'm wondering how much of the mess was Square Enix's fault because they wanted a live service game. Because the developer, Platinum, doesn't really have any experience making that. And also... Same with Kojima and Death Stranding, whole teams put games together, not just one man. Well, true, but Kojima's just very good at marketing himself. And it's usually the idea man behind it. Being the creative director is a bigger deal than you're giving it credit for. Live service was Platinum In's actually choice, really? Well, I've heard they wanted to make more live service games, which is like a bad thing to hear, by the way. But, clearly they fucked it up. Maybe this was a learning, you know, they'll learn from it. Like, you know what? We're not going to do that. But I heard that game had other issues too, like it was like fucking hideous to look at. And also just did, wow, my voice got really deep there. And also just didn't play very well. This is God of War clone. God of War clone, but has Berserk, Claymore, and Dark Souls visual inspirations. A little bit of Devil May Cry too, maybe. But weirdly, the DMC game, not Devil May Cry. So because you got this red and blue shit, you got to use to like fight certain enemies.
Unfortunately, it's all I'm good for now.
I've never seen the crystals grow like this. It's as if they have grown roots. We have to get rid of it.
Oh, have Loot do a light show again? Oh, well, give me time. Branching crystal overgrowths. I feel like I spend more time clearing out crystals than fighting enemies sometimes in this game. Branching crystal overgrowth is a massive crystalline structure with a root that draws energy from smaller crystal nodes called sprouts. To destroy the root, dispose of all sprouts first. Remember to activate Banisher Field. Yeah, there's a lot of crystal bashing in this game, weirdly.
These roots were brittle. We focus on those first. Quickly.
I think it's understandable people are someone in the right to assume that Square Enix caused all the problems of Babylon's Fall. I mean, they're the publisher. They're the one who ends up getting to make all the big decisions.
Flute, over there.
I am ready. My powers. I must be careful. I will take care of it.
Chaos be damned. Cover me, Lute.
She is my knight. My sister. Oh no. It's happening.
I'm just.
We're not backing down.
You want
Any
more?
chance you'd play God of War 1 soon? With the new God of War coming out, I'd rather wait till like that one releases before I go try doing the other older God of War games again. I mean, I just released one video on it. I got a new one coming out. So I'm good for the time being. But eventually I probably will. This game's the FF Origins. We should have gotten it, just needs Jack saying chaos. This game says chaos a million times. Like the first 10 minutes of the game, we probably had like 20 times, you know, the chaos anything of Origins had. Remember, chat? Almost had a count going. Speaking of, did you play the Strangers of Paradise DLC? I didn't, cause fuck no, I did not. I had enough of that game. And I have no interest in doing like a dungeon crawl in it. To fight Bahamut or something. But can we have Jack saying chaos? Wait for the next Kingdom Hearts where he'll get to like swear at Sora. That's what I would say. Like, you fucking kid, you don't know anything about chaos. Also, I feel like the old Jack spouting about chaos is no longer even entertaining. Jack needs to be the one saying chaos. It doesn't work if it's said by someone else. Really? I mean, just because he had one trailer, that wouldn't mean no one else can say chaos anymore. He's laid claim to it. I don't think that's how that works. Feels like bad logic to me. Is it weird that I felt like playing Cyberpunk again after watching the anime?
Is this the end of the world?
Is anyone else? I mean, I know apparently a lot of people have been playing Cyberpunk recently because of the anime. Like a million, or like its player base shot up like a million. Oh yeah, Jack will be in Kingdom Hearts. Square Enix is obviously wiping their hands. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. They made DLC for it, so it couldn't have been that bad, unsuccessful. Booted up, back up after the update. I mean, I left a lot of like, you know, side quests unfinished, or never even like started. But I'm thinking I'll probably wait for the expansion next year.
These elevators won't work. Maybe these crystals are blocking them?
Let's find out.
I've been on a big God of War binge since the trailer dropped. Where do you even play God of War 1 at these days? Did they ever release that on anything beside the PS2? Or did they ever like re-release that game? Maybe, I think you can play it on a PS3, right? PS3, yeah, god damn it, I hate that. It's like the console I have never owned. And then Sony also doesn't really invest much in backwards compatibility. The rumors are true. Would you play Forspoken with the banter on for extra sin content? Well, of course so. Or off for the sake of sanity. So banter, you mean like the character talking to herself? They have that you can actually shut the character's mouth up if you don't want them talking a lot. Could have used that option in Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way. Does your pack of the GameCube not play God of War 1? Well, it would, but if there's a better version available, I would rather play that one. Ew, I can't break that. Or you need to go ahead and send Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I'm going to be doing, actually.
Now we only need to stop.
I've been putting it as an option just because it was, you know, it was something I could put up easily without much thought, since there wasn't nothing new coming out for like the past half a year. But yeah, whatever, it takes up a slot. Same with Medium. I've put Medium up a couple times too, so I just decided to finally throw them against each other. Nice voice crack, me. One of these days I'll eventually leave puberty. Give me the green. Fuck.
I'm fading away.
Puberty is for losers? Well, it's kind of necessary though. I mean, it's bad if you don't go through it. But for some people like me, it never ends apparently. You can go down that shaft. I kind of figured, but I wanted to like get this thing first. I mean, I can also go up further. Why can't I
I'm dispersing my efforts.
Been told the House of the Dragon is good, but I don't know if I can take getting hurt again. Does TV really emotionally cripple you that badly? Need to build up your entertainment immunity. Wish puberty had made me attractive and jacked instead of just giving me facial hair. Well, for some people, that facial hair is what helps them be attractive. Maybe you're just not using it right. I mean, I can't grow facial hair. Well, I can, but it's not that... Oh, fucking great. And, you know, I always tell people, looks is mainly effort, not just genetics. You put the effort in, you too can usually look pretty good. I don't want to be one of those, like, you know, those horrible people like, hey, it's your personality, man. Sometimes it does take a bit of effort. Just say, figure out what clothes work for you. Find a haircut that works. And then you'll get plastic surgery. Aloy was a bit annoying to be fair at times. She's just that modern female protagonist that sometimes is like a little overbearing, but is there what fucking exercise? Well, yeah, exercise is generally good, even if you're already like really good looking. Keep exercising. You know what sucks? Being hairy at everywhere and then going bald. That seems like it's a trend more often. Like hairy guys often usually kind of do. I don't know. It's not obviously this is not a scientific statement. There's plenty of hairy guys that don't go bald, but this feels like there's a lot of like maybe like the smoother you are than everywhere else, the more of the hair stays on the top. I don't know. Some science should get on this, figure it out. I'd say charisma and being good at talking is just as important. It can be. It definitely helps. I mean, you can make up for a lot when it comes to personality. As long as you're not on like a dating app that requires you to have your bio out there. Okay, you actually can't get in there. There's a freaking invisible wall. That's making me upset because I've been trying to jump into that for the longest time. Get over there pretty easily? Yeah, but obviously not the way I was going. Believe it is true in general that the less body hair you naturally have, the less likely... I mean, I have very little body hair. But I have a ton of fucking hair on the top of my head. No joke. And it grows super fast, too. I need to get haircuts like twice as often as most other dudes. Why was it? I gotta go. Kind of like got turned around. Or it has longer. Actually, I don't like my hair getting long. I think I've gone the wrong way. No, long hair gets annoying for me. Not true, I have very little... Well, I didn't say that was a scientific statement. That's what I was saying. It seems like there might be some causality there. Obviously, there's, different, gonna be, not gonna be every single case. Is what I'm trying to say. Get cornrows? Yeah, no, thank you. I'll pass. Looks like Fabio, and I do not. I look nothing like him. I'm not that blonde, and I don't have long hair. Don't make up slanderous material about me. You're gonna like get people's hopes up. Stress. Well, yeah. There's obviously medical things that can cause you lose hair, but oftentimes it's just like straight up genetics. Male pattern baldness is on your mom's side. Like, I haven't met much of my mom's family since they're all, like, spread out. But I did have an uncle who was, like, even when he was in his 50s, before he died, full head of hair.
Such a vast city. And now... it's nothing but rubble.
There we are. Well, I don't even need it. I'm already fully stocked. No, there aren't. Would you get a hair transplant if you did, sir? No. I don't believe I would. One, those are really expensive. And can be a real... They don't really even work that well from what I've seen. Like, you maybe, like, get a little bit of, like... You might... Like, usually, the only way that a hair transplant is a good option is if you're only losing, like, a small amount of hair at the front. Or if you're, like, covering up, like, you're losing that, you know, that spiral part of it. It's going bald there on the top of your head. Because if you're, like, just going straight up going bald, that you don't have enough hair to cover it all up anyways. It's just going to continue, like, going forward, you know, or, like, moving backwards, I mean. So, the hair transplants are only good if you're, like, suffering, like, a bit of receding hairline. And then if once it recedes more, you'll still have to get, like, the stuff behind you replaced. And usually, it doesn't look all that good, from what I've seen of it, too. I mean, for some guys, that's the only option they have, and I don't begrudge them of it. But it usually doesn't look all that great. I always say you're probably just better off, like, keeping your self-esteem just by shaving it all off at that point. Like, I've known plenty of guys who have, like, started losing their hair. The ones who just said fuck it and shaved it off and lived their life that way without worrying about it, usually were a lot happier. In fact, a lot of them came to like the bald look anyways. They just, I guess it's just really, maybe it's like bad for your mental health. They'll constantly be stressing over it, every like little, you know, recession of your hairline. But I'm not really the person to comment on this because I don't suffer from this at all. And people will be upset, like, yeah, easy for you to say when you like literally have the hairline of a 12-year-old boy. And I'm like, yeah, you got a point. You have to shampoo. Well, you do have to, like, one, put sunscreen on the top of your head often if you're like fully bald, and wax helps too, or like moisturizer. Otherwise you can get like kind of dry up there. Yeah, sure, we'll do this. Slay the required number of enemies with synergy attacks before time runs out. Sure. We'll try it.
Cover me, Loot. You want more? I've got more.
I will protect you, sister.
Forget how to do the synergy attacks.
She is my first.
Loot, over there.
What's a synergy attack? Like, there's this weird mechanic. They got like a million fucking mechanics in this game, so I can barely recall what all of them do. I think it's where you like have the sync. You see that the bar of our face is over in the top right hand corner. It has something to do with that. Like you get the synergy high enough, and then you can do like a special attack of some kind.
Take care of it.
Hello, what's up, Galhan? How you doing? Alright, let me try that again. Also, Galhan just dropped 5 gift subs on everybody. Hope you're having a good day. But thank you. Be sure to send me your thanks as well, chat.
She is my first. My sister.
I don't know how to do this fucking synergy shit. Yeah, I'm swearing too much right now. I need to cut that out. It's annoying. Even to me. Once your unity is max top right, you attack, hold, and continuous attack. Just hold the button in? What? So you had to do like a special combo or something. Don't think we really mind the swearing. Sometimes I feel like I swear too much. You know what, screw it, I don't care about that. The portraits meet in turn gold in color. You're able to, yeah, I think I was trying. You have to like do a lot of combos, like without taking a hit before you can even do them. But that's for those special challenges I don't even care about. Like they need to simplify a few things. It's a little, you know, clunky, to say the least. Alright, let's get on with it. Pretty simple, your sword glows and you can attack. Yeah, but then I gotta like set the combo, which requires me to do that. Then like do a bunch of more moves, finish it all up. So, and you gotta like avoid getting hit during that too. DMC fans love having a bunch of enemy complex. I don't really find DMC's mechanics to be complex though.
Linger here.
DMC is more complex, and this DMC is just weapon switching usually. What if I could have gotten over there? Wasn't that a health upgrade? No, that was just a heal whenever I got max stock of it. Tried to get it a minute ago and it wouldn't let me because yeah, you're full up. And use it. You think they put so much like destructible stuff you break for points in this game because they just didn't have that many enemies to throw at you in terms of variety? We don't have enough enemies. How about we just like have the the player smack furniture and crystals a lot too. Make sure you spend more of the budget on the graphics and the other environment. Wasting so much time. There's like 5 minutes. Give me a break.
Those marks. This is not the work of the corrupted. A slasher did this.
Okay, yet another term I need to learn the definition of. All right. Slasher. There's no enemy? Well, yes, but it's capitalized. Got mantis hands. Why do only the evil people get mantis hands? They're so cool. Possessed. Wraiths are also able to twist and corrupt a living host, feasting on their soul and turning them into a hideous monster. These possessed are vulnerable to Briar's attacks unless loot keeps them within her banishment field.
A wraith has possessed it. I can weaken their bonds, but not for long. Ready, sister.
Uh-oh. I used my ghost too much.
Sister, I've got your back now.
Stop hurting, but no, I just made her use her energy field too much, and she like vanished for a minute into the ether.
And these are the weakest among the possessed. Keepers watch over us.
Stop hurting. Well, she's our ghost, all right. This is all she can do. Let her have it. Okay. The Watchers left. Yeah, I'm still not absorbing any of the plot. All I know is that there are crystals and I must shatter them, and there are also a lot of elevator shafts for some reason. I gotta keep going up. Chad, do you think like video game designers rely on elevators too much
I'd rather fight
to
the
gate off
possessed
of
again.
levels? Especially in a game like this, because I get the feeling. Oh, that was a bit bizarre. I can't break that one? Alright. Would you want to go up 1,000 stairs? Yeah, but they like, no, every single time you have a fantasy setting elevator, nope, broken. You gotta go up anyways. Okay. But I just feel like this, I've been stuck in Elevator Shaft City for a while. Plot is you are a demon girl with a spirit sister and you are trying to close an evil gate. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got from it as well. But obviously there's a lot of backstory here I'm not really picking up on.
But I'm not letting my guard down.
Good, you missed. Good whiff. Sounds like Laura, because she's doing the breathy British thing. Wait, do actually people, Brits in chat, do you actually all just like have breathing problems in all your actors at the very least? Don't they all sound like that? Maybe like asthma is like a chronic illness over in in Britland. Because for some reason all your actors and actresses are like, I have to do this. We've got to get into them. See, that kind of shit. It's all that fog, Love your Laura Croft impression, always raises. I don't really do that often.
And we're done.
That's just like the most compelling thing about her character is she was always like, I have to help everyone. I have to do it myself. It's my responsibility. Because I'm rich and my father, for some reason, yeah, that's good logic, girl.
The crystal is no more.
Yeah, obviously Americans have picked up on the breathy female hero as well. Asthma, it just makes you a main character now these days. Okay, that one's a little out of reach again. Oh, I see.
Oh no, it's happening.
Asthma sucks. Oh no, I make no illusion that it's actually nice to live with asthma, but hey, you can deliver lines better. Or add more weight to them, apparently. It sounds like you really care. Like, did you hear how hard she was breathing?
Formations do spread like an infestation.
As long as I can shatter them, I'm good. Let's go.
There was literally a period called the Great Smog. Like, yeah, I'm aware of, the horrible pollution that happened, in, London back in the Elizabethan, industrial age. When you were Lady Jesus, like, Aloy, asthma is your only fault. Well, that and apparently everything else. Or at least you feel like it's your necessary, you're the only... Let's be honest. Aloy is a bit annoying because she's developed a little bit too much of a savior complex. With the desire to, like, do everything her fucking self. Shit. To literally the point where she's literally endangering all life on Earth. But I have to do this. I know I gave her a British accent there, but whatever. Still can't believe they made the ultimate villain. Bunch of, like, digital uploads of a bunch of billionaires.
One down.
Pushed it too far.
Wood.
Keepers, grant me strength.
Wasn't intending to fall down here. Now how do I get back up? The ruined silence? Well, he was fine up until the very end when even he finally gave in. Like, alright, Aloy, you're cool. Forbidden Serum. A serum that makes Ashen Knight immune to pain and fatigue for a short time. Uses item to become temporarily invulnerable. That seems a little good. What would he have done in space? I don't know. Apparently, like, find a new world to live in and, like, I don't know. It was... I mean, I don't think he would have known how to fly it to begin with. I mean, he may be the smartest caveman, but he's still a caveman. But, you know what, it was never really that well thought out. He was never going to... that ship will be important in some way in, like, the next game when they're fighting, like, the Nemesis. Hey, Mirrodin. Thank you for the 8 months, man. You want to put a Y on the beginning of that so it becomes at least Yee? This doesn't feel right without the Y.
We're home now.
No chance? Oh, you're defying the trends, are you? Alright, I'll permit it. Stop hurting her? Look, I need her to, like, have her blue energy field now to break crystals. That's what I do. I smash energy crystals for some reason all the time. The living.
My powers. I must be careful.
I feel like people are too forgiving of Yevon in Final Fantasy D's world? 10? Yevon, they killed him. They weren't forgiving. We literally, our goal was to kill the guy. Okay, let's not fall down that again. The religion? Yeah, they discovered it was false, and they're like, hey, let's not follow this anymore. Or at least the majority of them did.
My powers. I must be careful.
But then again, religion is like that. Brought it back as a new Yevon. Well, yeah, but they didn't really go over what its tenets were anymore. Like were they still worshipping Yevon, or like they just, yeah, we'll just stick with the name. But whatever. 10-2 was kind of dumb. It's a Final Fantasy sequel. They barely matter. Oh yeah, I need to go. Oh yeah, there's the. Good. Need to go talk with that guy who sells shit before I go this way.
That day in the forest. Playing beneath the big oak.
Get
That was
fucking
really the
dicks.
last time I felt happy.
Ah. Here he is. What's over here, Rosa? Remember I was really good at the card game in Final Fantasy X. I remember I just like nearly 100% of that game, except for doing that really long-ass dungeon that they wanted you to do. Like, nope, not doing that. Did that dungeon during lockdown and avenge younger teenage must. Oh, really? Like, you know what? COVID has finally given me the opportunity to finally beat this annoying thing. Yeah, I didn't take that. I was like, no, you know what? Not the time. Yeah, they really need a different idea besides busting fucking crystals. I'm kind of sick of it. Do you think Kratos will die in the upcoming God of War? No. Well, hold on. There's a good chance he will die, but that will not be, like, a bad thing for him. He'll come right back. I mean, he's died in just about every game. Technically, he didn't die in the last game, but he did visit the underworld. But so there's always like an underworld visit in his game. So I'm assuming what you're asking, will he die permanently? But I don't see it. I think they want to like possibly leave the option for him to like go in like other pantheons and whatnot. I think they'll get rid of him at the end of the series. I mean, I don't really think Loki or his son would be able to carry it if that's what they're going for. He is just like Archer kid. I mean, Lara Croft is just as much as a god as, like, your boy was when it comes, like, yeah, I shoot bow. Kratos, I have to... You don't understand, Kratos. I have to do it. I have to save them. Woman. Either do it or get out. Now, there's a crossover one. Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. I mean, it even makes sense. She's always after, like, ancient magical artifacts. She could come across something and, like, meet Kratos. Come on, make it happen.
Oh, it's you again.
Fuck you, too.
The tear's getting larger and larger.
Lara Croft and Tomb Raider interest. Well, Lara Croft and Kratos is what the Tomb Raider crossover would be.
Only at the highest echelons. It is in their best interest, after all. Word of Ilden's fall must not
I don't think-
circulate freely.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but by the time the Greek, civilization was around, hadn't Egypt mostly already, like, came and went? Because I know it wasn't long after, like, the Romans ended up coming, so I don't think you'll see Kratos going to Egypt and, like, interacting with those gods, because I think by that time, they were kind of already, like, as a, dead culture. Egypt was obviously still around, it's still around today, but I mean, like, the culture. It had already been, like, largely superseded by Greek conquerors and then later Romans.
That's it.
Yeah, because you had Alexander conquer all of it, and like, yeah, I'm gonna like build a city called Alexandria right here. So I don't think you'll see like Kratos. It wouldn't really make much sense for Kratos to go back out. Go into the pyramid. I don't know. They could probably do something, but Egypt was conquered by So the Greeks. By the time Kratos was around, the Greeks should have already been like, kind of like fuck them up.
We are their protectors and their wardens.
So not quite the same Egypt where probably everyone's thinking of with with the Egyptian gods who could go meet. Egypt was a powerhouse, yes, but it was not the same. It's a different culture at that point after it was conquered by the Greeks and then later the Romans. And then after that, I believe the Islam conquered it. Yeah, the Persians or the Ottomans, whichever one it was.
They are happy to leave such a crisis in our hands.
Slothful and oblivious. They're in for some rude awakening.
I spotted a slasher on my way here.
Top 3 mythos: Norse, Greek, Egyptian, Japanese gods, and armor. All the anime fans were like, no, Japanese pantheon's really cool. And then, okay, because they've seen it in anime.
I assume you have already dealt with the possessed.
Norse was
before.
793 AD to 1066 AD. So yeah. Well, I think the idea of like Kratos is it's in the olden times, like the Norse legends, which was not exactly concurrent times of when you're thinking of the Norse. Like not exactly the Norsemen, invading England area period of time, like in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like the Middle Earth legends and stuff.
Yes,
Well, not
but I
Middle Earth, but, like,
expected that it'd be
Midgard
long before
legends.
they showed up here.
Indeed. Only the strongest wraiths can possess a living host. And it takes
Cleopatra was
time.
descended of Macedonian General Ptolemy, Alexander's friend and war general. Yeah, also, everyone always throws out that interesting fact that Cleopatra was closer to the moon landing than she was the construction of the Great Pyramid. And technically, yeah, true.
Be on your guard, sisters.
That's how far removed, that period of time in Egypt was from like the time everyone likes to have in memory and think of.
I expect you to find many other possessed on your way to the cathedral.
You literally posted that. Well, it's a pretty well known fact. That's why I'm saying I don't really see Kratos go to Egypt and like have fun with those gods because they wouldn't really be being worshipped anymore at that point. He'd be more likely to find his like old Greek god buddies there. Let's see, what do we got? We can now buy these. Also buy those, but I'd rather spend money on skills right now. Cleopatra's in the pretty well. Have you seen her photos? We really just know like we have statues and we have I guess like descriptions. So also what stands for beauty back then would be different for like beauty now, obviously. Standards have changed a little bit over the years, but you know what? That's what everyone is known for. I mean, it's what she's known for now because she like slept with so many like high-ranking men. So you assume she had to have something going on in the bakery at the very least. Think we will see the world snake travel into the past? I really don't want time travel to be involved at all. It's always a freaking mess. I guess we'll grab this. Mark was sexy as fuck, so we have a detailed descriptions of him, do we? Sorry about that, but some of you like it. Lesser evil when load is about to overcharge, resist and unity loss instead. Slow counter effect lasts longer. Yes, please. Probably need to get this next to the disruptor of like medium and high class enemy attacks.
Judge's wisdom, dear sisters.
World Snake, his name is Jormunger. Jormungander. Get it right, pleb. I think I raised the elevator back up. Modern beauty standards are bullshit? Okay, what do you find attractive then? I mean, beauty standards are pretty liquid. They change often. You don't see too many girls getting like hair curls anymore. As it cafe style.
Are we born of the same evil that did this?
Excuse me, his name is Jormungander. Yeah, it's a Norwegian word. It's hard to say. Yeah, he's a snake born of a really fucked up one night stand. Well known. I'm still thinking that's gonna get changed around a bit from like the current game.
She is my knight, my sister.
Speaking of, what's the name of that famous like Viking hero guy? I'm trying to think of his name. Starts with a B, I think. Had a shitty CG movie a couple of years back. Based on a poem. Beowulf. I wonder if he would show up and fight Kratos. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, if they can have him fight Hercules. He wasn't a Viking, what was he then? I mean, it's definitely like based in like the general idea of Vikingness, isn't it? Beowulf was a Geat? What is a Geat?
Sister,
He was a Nord, right? I've always thought of him as like being a Nord.
mirror. What I have not felt before.
One of the main inspirations for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I mean, that, basically that entire like history was like a big inspiration on
I'm sure it is a chimera.
our man J.R.R.
I can only feel alone
Tolkien,
more.
releasing a hot new album next week. But I wouldn't mind seeing like Beowulf show up.
There's only one chimera.
Beowulf was a Viking, but he was not a demigod or anything. Well, you can still have non-demigod characters in a game. I mean, I'm sure he's not, or they probably would have showed it in trailers by now. And let's be honest, he'd probably just be like a big boss fight to get a weapon or something. Still, it would be kind of cool. Maybe they could do like a DLC for it later on. Like, hey, here's the Beowulf DLC. But it seems like they're mainly focusing on like Tyr, like their god of the Viking god of war, or the Norse god of war, I should say. But no, I noticed he still had his hand in the trailer. I wonder if that's actually going to be like, if that's how it's going to be, or that's something they're keeping hidden in the trailer, and like, but he'll actually won't have his hand there. Because it seemed like he was also tied up with a rope that's used to bind, you know, if you notice when you see in the trailer, like Kratos is cutting like a strand off him, I'm assuming that's like the rope that was originally meant to, you know, bind in the rear. But it was just binding him, and he also wasn't missing an arm. So I'm wondering what they're doing with all that. Yeah, I know my Nordic myth.
Such a large city. And now
Shit.
it's nothing but rubble.
Alright, can you say anything not depressing, kid? A Dead by Daylight datings. Dart should play the Dead by Daylight Is it an official game? Why do I keep forgetting to hit the button? How did the sister die? We don't know yet. Can you please stop? It's oh god. Camera's screwing me up again and again. An official game, huh? Did it just release or something? Because I've never heard of it before tonight. Also, is it hentai? Same publisher as original. Is it all 2D, 3D? What? A lot of stuff that you just need more than a descriptor like dating sim. Ah, for fuck's sake. It baited me the crystals.
I can feel it
It's not hentai? Then why would I bother playing it then? Like, what is a dating sim if you don't at least get hentai out of it? I don't understand the appeal at that point. Also, has anyone ever made like an actual accurate dating sim instead of like an anime thing? It's like, oh, choose option B to pet her hair and choose option C to like the beach episode. Like, actually, you know how we have these other sim games like full of like working activities, like lawnmower sim and you know, power wash sim, like an honest to goodness like real life dating sim. Why not? How come no one's done that yet? It seems like the market's there. Tons of dating sims in Japan. Yeah, but Japan isn't real. So no, Japan has weird, you know, different tastes and things. They're like connoisseurs of the dating sim.
It is him.
Donovan. He must be one of the strongest chimeras alive.
The rumors are true.
How come he doesn't have a ghost friend?
Possible to fight like this.
It's the real guts this time, huh?
Prowess as a knight.
That's how he got his name. The shadeless.
Why would he not allow his shade to fight?
I wonder who they were to him.
We're not here to wonder. We're here to fight. Come on.
I will protect you, sister.
Actually, shouldn't this be like the Casca of the game? Since it's all gender bent. Oh, this guy was once a boss. He's now a regular enemy. I thought he felt like that.
Can't leave Briar alone.
Not a moment too soon.
I'll let him finish up the big Y, kill all the small guys then. Seems like he's doing a good job on it. Oh shit, he's like cutting up on help. You're Claire and you finally get to meet your manga's predecessor, Guts.
Here you are. I wouldn't expect to see you here in Elbin.
He tall? You know, I kind of get the feeling we're a tall girl too, so this guy's gonna be like, what, 7 foot?
I'm Lute, and this is Briar, my sister.
I know who you are. And I know that you're not up to the challenge that awaits you.
We didn't exactly volunteer for this mission, you know.
You know, I wish you didn't have to get, like, old to have that, like, cool-ass sideburns that have gone gray. I wish that was like, something you could have as a teenager.
I am well aware of it. But you are not just lambs sent to the slaughter. You're no ordinary chimera, and that makes things much more complicated.
Care to explain?
Anyone else feel that?
As I said, I know who you are. What you are, Briar.
A corrupted? You may as well say
You can
plainly.
yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, it should be, if it's natural, it feels like it. You know, this is how it's meant to be.
Sister, I don't think that Sir Donovan meant it.
I know how burdensome gossip can become, believe me.
Hey, you know, if you guys wear helmets, you don't take all this facial damage. You're just nothing but facial scars and missing eyes.
But your condition, it implies that you both carry a grave responsibility.
Is this about the tear in the sky?
Exactly. It drives a spawn of chaos to trespass into our world. But it also calls to us chimeras. The call must be especially strong for you two. You must be careful, or you won't meet death, but transcendence. Losing yourself to the chaos coursing through you.
So it's true. Not just some sort of legend to scare the troops.
For us chimeras, it's a fate far worse than death itself.
Is that what happened to those who came before us?
Let us hope they simply passed away. Now, we should get back to the mission. We need to clear the way ahead.
Hey, what happens if you have to look left while wearing that big shoulder pauldron?
For the rest of the reinforcements joining
It's like it creates a big blind spot.
The reinforcements. Yes.
Agreed.
We will meet again within the walls. Torchbearer, light your path.
Thank you, sir. We will do our best.
I have to ask, when you have a big sword like that, what's the reason to even wrap bandages around the very bottom of it? Besides making it look cool. Reminds me of Claymore. I mean, yeah, we've seen like the main character go monster a little bit in like the CG opening, and it looks just like the Claymore half monster vase. With like the big wide toothy grin and like slitted animal eyes. Same thing. Oh, well, see that you'll.
Oh, it's not the time. Yet. I must resist.
You could I could talk to him more? I already did talk to him. He said what he needed to say. Kingdom Hearts clown logic did no more. No, it'd be way crazier and more, even more dense and less understandable. Okay, what we got? Hmm. I'm wondering if my sword here eventually gets more powerful because it only has like 2 moves attached to it, which is kind of bizarre. What seems like your main weapon. Not dying, scroll. I kind of got the feeling he was trying to like resist monstering up, not like dying of lung cancer. Yeah, that's what happens when you die of lung cancer, Jay. You get like purple glowing like auras around your chest. Also with grandma, it's the lung cancer. It lights up the entire room. X plus left bumper. Parry an enemy attack. I don't have enough points for any of this stuff. Loot becomes able to disrupt attacks from medium and high. Yeah, I wanted that, didn't I? How far into this game is? I am. I have no idea. Apparently, it's actually a pretty decently long game, despite it being an action, action combat game. We're on chapter 5 now. Okay, I'm starting to feel they're reusing environments, because I swear to God, I've done nothing but spend like this entire night in like elevator shafts. It's like, I guess it's like necessary when you're a small developer. But just seeing the same, like, yep, here's another elevator shaft room. Have fun with that. Pretty fast paced at the same time to complement Zidlink. Want to know how far you are? Look at the codex. I'm good. I'd rather be surprised and then annoyed with how long it gets.
Sister Ember, what Donovan said about this transcendence. Here in England, it sounds like something that could happen to us at any moment.
Don't let that fear take hold, Lute. Otherwise, we will truly be lost.
I'll do my best. At least we're no longer fighting on our own.
Yeah. Trust me, you'll want to. Now I'm good. I'm totally good. I wonder if I can send the elevator back up and go down the hole. Oh, you dick. You put an invisible wall there. Know how it works, huh? Speaking of Berserk, I guess they got the new guy. Yeah, they got, basically he's like the mangaka's best friend. They've been working together for years and years, and apparently he told him the plot. So they convinced him to, like, help them finish it. By basically making sure, like, everything he'd learned about what he wanted to do with the story gets made. I've noticed in the chapters he's made, though, there's very little dialogue, so I get the feeling they're kind of worried about putting too many words in characters' mouths, so they're mainly focusing on the visuals. Also feel like it's going to be, obviously move a bit faster now, so they probably don't want to spend the next 20 years finishing this guy's manga. So I wouldn't be surprised if it only takes them a few years to end it, bring it to an end. Unlike the 2 more decades or more it would have taken for, like, Miura. So is it just a Plague Tale and Tales from the Borderlands in October for you? Or no, there's a bunch of stuff coming out next month. There's a new, I think there's like, here, I got actually on my thing here. On my calendar app. Like next month, there's like Plague Tale, Borderlands, Gotham Knights, Scorn, and then Bayonetta 3 and a new COD game. And a lot of those come out all on the same days. Like 21st of October, Borderlands, Gotham Knights, Scorn, and like 2 days before that, it's Plague Tale. Then just a week after that, Bayonetta 3 and COD on the same day. So October, obviously I won't be able to get to all those at once. So I'll have to like focus on the ones that'll be like, the most important for me. Which is sadly kind of COD, since those videos tend to do very well. And also since they're short games, I can get them out pretty quickly. Getting all of them? Probably will be, yeah. Well, like I said, I'll probably be holding off on Borderlands because I'm not really that, it doesn't look that great to me. But I'll definitely end up, sending it eventually. But I also need to make sure I don't, like, I need to make sure, like, the two big games I want to hit as fast as I can are God of War and Callisto Protocol. So, I should be able to go from COD to God of War to Callisto Protocol. This is the focus of it. And then maybe go back around to doing, like, Tales of Borderlands and, also there's also that, in November, there's the final chapter of the Dark Pictures as well.
I'm itching for a
What
fight.
protocol? Callisto Protocol. It's the Dead Space inspired horror game. How long have you been trying to sew your bathrobe? What? Oh yeah, I thought that was for me. I was like, I was trying to sew a bathroom. I was like, oh no. I looked up at that. I was like, oh, okay. How do we make Telltale's Borderlands without having anyone from Telltale? Well, it's not exactly the difficult formula. It's just really like, hey, have a bunch of cutscenes and dialogue options. And then you'll have some things change based off those options. This is a boss fight arena, isn't it? Yep. I played Plague Tale Requiem? Yes.
Its aura is unsettling. Judge, have mercy.
We can defeat it, Newt. Remember our training.
It's focusing its power into a single arrow. We must move.
This is another regular enemy made into a boss fight. We'll fight it again later on.
Exposing my efforts. Don't get distracted, sister. Take care of them now.
They won't last long.
Quit getting too far from it.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
A little difficult to dodge up close.
It's targeting us. Move.
Oh, I'm dead. Sure. I forgot that. Could have healed during that. It only had one of those two. These bosses this is technically a ascended regular enemy that will later just being used as a boss for its introduction.
Help me destroy them. Sister, too slow. Strike now. Go.
Fight me.
Don't get close.
Or maybe he is an actual boss fight instead of an ascended enemy.
Don't let them explode. Destroy them.
You won't escape me now.
Oh, you are annoying to fight.
I will deal with this.
Not a moment too soon.
See. Well, I guess he is an archer. It makes sense for him to like, yeah, I'm gonna like move around a lot. But not this much. The way that she's moving with that sword, I'm pretty sure she just threw her back out. That is not good posture for sword fighting with a sword that weighs 500 pounds. You're gonna give us a bow weapon, aren't you? That animation gonna use some work, by the way. He's just giving you hugs. Done mixing though. It's a little squishy.
We did it, sister.
Did we win? Yes. Did you doubt me?
It looks like we did. Lute.
Freya, what is that?
Lute.
Chaos? Yeah, exactly. We all knew that moment was coming when we get the double trigger, right?
Where am I? What happened to Freya? I feel like I'm drowning. This is wrong.
Just you're in my deep, dark soul, literally.
This place
This is where my music comes from.
drowning me.
You know, when everyone asks those questions, where do you get your ideas? From here. Also, damn, Mirden. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, man.
Wait.
Yeah, guys, show Mirden some love in chat. Oh, we get to play as, like, Ghost Girl. But all I can do is, like, shine a light on everything. You get a double trigger 6 hours in? Well, usually you never start out with it, right? But yeah, thank you for the gift subs. I mean, it's September, so they are a bit cheaper. Oh, the arrow? What arrow? Oh, the one in the water. Okay.
That should be enough. I've got enough splinters in my fingers for today.
Oh, we were a normal girl once who just collected firewood.
You get to carry them home.
Every time you hear September, I remember that $5 foot-long promo from Subway. This year, it's brought to you by Legion by Lenovo, according to the the Twitch whoever the hell they are.
Can't you help just once?
The 270 episodes of Boruto, 230 of them are filler? Well, yeah, I mean, it's like a monthly manga, right? So they can't really, like, make that many chapters. Honestly, I don't know why they're still doing it, like, the weekly episodes of that. Why don't... Most anime these days feels like it's switched to, like, just do a season every couple of years. Or, like, maybe, like, 12 episodes a year. That way you don't have to, like, have all that filler shit.
Loot!
But those long runners, man, they just like, yeah, we'll make an episode every day, every fucking week. I mean, there'll barely be any animation. There'll just be a talking head with lip laps, but you'll get it. It apparently keeps making them money.
Briar, I must be seeing her memories.
Laps in One Piece, well, same issue there.
Fetch fire
They have
with
tons
her
of filler too, don't they?
For mother. I was always dreaming, so Briar had to be the
Yeah,
responsible
I think that
one.
practice is kind of coming to an end. Though I think there used to be a stipulation in like the Shonen Jump comic, I mean, a manga company, like, hey, if you want to make an anime, you have to make an episode every week. Oh, it takes long ass breaks. Well, yeah, he's like one of the few that gets to do that because he's like their big guy. He didn't used to do that though. That's a more recent thing, I believe. Not that I read One Piece, I'm not a fan of it. It's a bit too goofy for me. I want Jack to come in like, no, it's all wrong. It's
If you always use the same hiding place,
I want Jack in every game. Why not? Thing with One Piece is it doesn't have much filler. How do they... But the filler is long as fuck. Well, that still means there's a lot of filler. I mean, they had that filler. I mean, it's, you know, there's only so much they can animate at a time without they get ahead of everything.
You'll always find me. That's the idea.
There's length. Well, there's also that tactic that where there's like, let's make every like chapter into like 3 episodes worth of animation. Tried reading the manga at one point, and Oda have messaged to fans, and one of them was like, I've decided to take the next 4 months off, and I was just like, man, this would be nice. When you're a mangaka, I think that's actually pretty fair. They have a rough like schedule to keep.
you should be doing your chores.
It's better than dying, because you'll look at what happened to the Hunter x Hunter, like, yo, guy, Togashi. His back is so fucked up he can't even wipe his own ass now from where like had to bend over a desk for so long drawing.
Will you tell Mama?
Ah, hey, Neptune, thank you for the, what, 300 bits? If you had Talking Cat, would you take it to school every day? Hell no, I'd make money on that shit. I'd go into TV, bitch. Every daytime talk show, they're, hey, pay me my fee, get the Talking Cat, get your ratings up.
No.
Make money in school? How much? There's not much money in school. Like, hey, give me 50 cents and you can, like, pet my Talking Cat. No. That's chump change, man. Use your brain. Government totally... The government can't steal my property. I'd sue. Then I make even more money. You guys have watched too much comedy. Like, oh, of course the government just come take it. I live in America, man. I got rights.
What were you doing? Well, I did everything alone.
Property rights.
This. I chose only the most beautiful flowers. You like it?
Mama will like it.
Oh, I made it for Papa.
Our Papa?
Papa?
You're mocking
Poppy?
me.
Government can't steal your property? Sure, but how much of your property have they stolen then? Come on, let's hear your anecdotes.
No. No.
They can tax me. That's usually what they do. So they would tax the money I'm making off the cat, so there's that. That's their fair share, though. And you gotta pay the taxes. They can't just, like, grab my talking cat.
He likes my strings of rabbits.
Unless they
so
somehow, like, made it and I
why
stole
don't
it,
you
like, you know, and it's a
flowers?
national security secret. I took it from the government lab. What the fuck is this conversation, by the way? Not in the game, I mean here in chat. Talking about my mystical talking cat that doesn't exist and whatever.
This is silly.
No, it's not. You made it, so he'll love it.
Thanks.
Ugh.
I hope so.
Papa is who? Papa is their father, I guess.
What was that?
I'm not sure. Cries? From our village.
Oh god, this is so generic. Oh, the village is being burned by monsters or something.
Let's go back, Loot. Stay close to me.
It was always peaceful under that oak. My sanctuary.
I think you can do sick
Not
drifts when
this
you're a
day.
ghost. Like,
Not this day.
alright, let's go find out what tragedy befell our village and our loving father and mother.
It's so close. I'm closer. I can almost.
Something's wrong. Mama! Papa! No! Myri! We can't stop now. Stay close to me, Lute.
This is standard main character backstory A-3.
Judge, have mercy.
Wake me up when the parents are dead, it's coming, but it'll only be like a you'll ghostly scene, no animation.
Something is over there.
Going the wrong direction. Oh,
What is that?
it's my hot naked sister. And she's taking a bath.
Briar so. tethered and
Help me,
tortured.
stepsis.
We went too far. She'll feed.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna stop talking. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting, you know, full-on nips.
I feel it.
You know what? This image feels probably familiar to some of you. You've probably seen, you know, comic panels, somewhat similar variety of it. Go on, you don't have to feel bad about it. We know what you watch. Metro Last Light comparison, they weren't that great. They were kind of like cartoonish looking.
So much. They
Yeah, this seems on point. From the panels again.
all dead. I killed them.
No, sister! No! Don't give in to your hate!
But it's a, my hate is a cool purple crystal though.
I'm your sister!
Look, sis, you're stepping into valuable fetish time here. Leave.
Remember me!
She's got the collar on and
Let
everything.
the rest go.
Who are you?
Don't give in!
You're dead.
No, I'm right here with you. I'm with you.
I made it worse.
It hurts. Kill all.
Please, sister.
What is this dialogue? This is an Italian game, by the way.
We have to fight together. Remember. Briar, nothing will separate us. Nothing.
Go right up in them, huh? Is it generic? Yes, it is a bit generic. But hey, I respect them being brave enough to, like, you know, we're just gonna put titties in our game. Oh, just latent shop has access. No, latent shop. Press A to access. Okay, okay. There, I do need to buy something, right? Power upgrade. Require a cobalt. Okay, I guess it wants me to buy this. It's free, so yeah, why not take it? Loot's progression. Press A to select loot. Powers upgrade. The cobalt tier crystal allows loot to unlock the next level of the skill tree and learn new traits. Okay. What do you buy? Unfortunately, I'll get that option. He's not that cool. Is there any kind of sexual? Is there any kind of? There's plenty of sex games out there. What are we talking about? Have you been on Steam recently? I literally was looking at the Cyberpunk store page, and I typed in cyber, and one of the options was Cyberfuck 2044. It's like, oh, that doesn't sound like the game I played a year ago. Great aspect. Loot's power features traits with special aspects. Each aspect influences Loot's combat style. Loot's alignment depends on the predominant aspect of her powers. Lesser evil when Loot is about to overcharge. Yeah. Overcharge explosion. While in combat, overcharge releases explosive shards that deal damage on enemies nearby. While in combat, overcharge freezes time around all low-class enemies on the battlefield. While in combat, overcharge releases a blast of energy that deals damage when running. So we'll do this one, the critical slow. Cyber. I mean, you just type in cyber in Steam, you'll find it very easily. It didn't look very good, trust me. Keep adding stuff to this game. I feel like, yeah, it's a bit dense, more dense than it really needs to be. Okay. Nation the Ashen Vindicator. Ultimate Vindicator. Loot conjures a volley of blasts after any synergy attack. Deep synergy. Deep fucking synergy. Trickery. Long range blasts. Bind low class enemies for a shorter time. Blast release explosive shards on impact to increase entropy. Loot's blast. Stagger low class enemies. I guess we'll do this one. No, it's too expensive. This one. Not enough Tifa for an Italian game. That's only in the government. She's running for office. Give her a break. Right. I guess we can get the proficiency 3 here. But that's all maxed out. Both the sword and the axe. So now we just put our points into this, I guess. You come across rare Japanese Bunga Bunga arcade machine where you have to finger plastic butt cheeks for points. Would you play it? So yeah, so I'm just going to continue playing this game and disregard that comment. What the hell? Why are you curious about that? Like, what does it say about me if I would? I probably would. I mean, it'd be funny. I mean, yeah, I've heard of that game before too. I mean, this is the chat. You give me the weirdest Rorschach test. You realize this? I don't know what you're learning about me by getting my answers from me. Hey, would you play a finger butthole game? Sure, why not? Hey, she's got materia slots in that sword.
Sister.
Loot. What was that? My head.
Please be still. You need to recover. That was a strong threat we faced. And may yet face again.
She give in to hate? No, love made us escape our inner soul torture chamber, whatever it was.
Don't bite your tongue to spare me. I took a risk.
There's a white box flashing at the top and it's pissing on my stream? I don't see it.
Donovan warned us. What if we had transcended?
God, I want to transcend so much.
We didn't.
But that's actually cool.
That power saved us, Loot. We need it. Donovan said that it was dangerous. That we aren't ready. I say we will be. I can learn to control it, Loot. Trust me.
I am sure that you will do your best, sister. But tell me, when you passed out, do you remember anything?
I was caught in a nightmare.
You know, I'm glad this warrior woman had time to put on eyeshadow before she came to like the horrible demon-infested city,
I was home.
and a bit of like
before
lipstick too. Gotta look your
You were
best.
still alive, Lute.
I'd almost forgotten it. The oak meadow.
How weird would it be to have your spirit of your sibling following you around? Yeah, it'd be kind of weird since I've never experienced that. I mean, I really don't want to be also in the Beyond Two Souls situation.
You were
Didn't
there,
seem that fun.
inside my mind.
I was with you. I saw what you felt. We bear our pain differently. And yours runs deeper than even
Trips
you.
on anything? Well, that I don't know. Depends on. I mean, the shoulder thing isn't likely to hit you if you fall.
You need not bear it alone. We are stronger together.
Some things are my own. Some things you should not have to see.
Like my piercings. Does Luke stick around when she needs to take it? I don't know, chat. This isn't covered in the game's material. Oh,
Self for battle.
Good.
Chad, my God.
They'll see what I.
There's a reason why I'm the one who makes the videos.
capable of.
Could you imagine you guys doing it? Could have said the game not realistic enough. She doesn't take a shit at any point in the game.
You're with me?
Oh, Chad, you're killing me.
Always.
Show yourselves, you wretches.
This is why I'm the professional. Wait, what? There's quick time events. What? Huh? Oh, this is my double trigger. Rapture state. Rapture has been unlocked. Bound to unity, it consists in an empowered state that affects both Briar and Lute. Once Rapture is activated, Briar dashes to the enemy and unleashes more powerful attacks. Meanwhile, Lute takes an offensive stance. Monsters attack now harm all enemies, including wraiths and possessed. Note that you can't change weapons or use consumable items as long as Rapture is active. Rapture activation. In a fight, Rapture can be activated by pressing left trigger, right trigger when Unity is high enough. Once Rapture is over, however, Unity decreases significantly. Oh.
We're not backing down.
And that's the power of an intense Euro beat.
Give into that power again.
Tumblr anyone still use Tumblr? No, I don't even know if it's still around, is it?
I felt nothing like this before. It's intoxicating. If we can control it like this at will, we might.
Transcend? Lose ourselves forever? We'll be careful.
This Rapture state like her Berserk armor thing? Yeah, might as well be. But it's also something similar that happens in Claymore.
Yes,
Especially with the face.
yes. We'll be careful.
Rapture. Lute and Briar can now enter Rapture state. The Rapture finisher is influenced by Lute's alignment. God, oh God, how much leveling is there in this game? Rapture upgrades. Rapture branch traits are automatically acquired when Lute's powers are activated. Healing Rapture. While Rapture is active, Briar recovers health. 24 is Rapture finishers that deal damage distributing. Okay. Chaotic Ire. Rapture finishers that deal high damage to all enemies at the cost of Briar's health. They're locked though, so I can't even buy them with points. But yeah, Tumblr had a good, good fall. What were we talking about in Tumblr now? And like depending on what you upgrade. Oh, okay. Interesting way of doing it, I guess. Seems that the name Donovan is a Berserk reference. Maybe it's one of the older characters because I'm not pretty sure there was a Donovan, yeah. But Donovan's actually a real name, so I don't know if that'd actually be a reference. Maybe they just like the name. Said the cutscenes look like a Tumblr user discovered source filmmaker. Okay, that's a little unfair. I mean, they weren't bad. I mean, clearly this game had a limited budget and had to spend it where it could. Also, that's also insulting to source filmmaker. I've seen some really good stuff come out of that. Actually, what engine does this game use? I'm guessing this is like Unity, maybe. Because it doesn't look like Unreal. Wasn't Donovan the guy who assaulted Guts when he was a kid? I think he was. He was like, yeah, he was like the guy who like tenderly raised him for like a short period when he was a child, I think, wasn't he? Or was he like the big guy that literally rapes Guts? Weird character to reference, if so. He wasn't exactly a major... Is this Unreal Engine 4? Okay.
Ilden. He's far larger than I thought.
We're not here for the sights, Loot.
I mean, it was such a crowded city.
Well, we're about to get into like the main city now. We've come this far. I feel like this city's been nothing but like gates and elevators and bridges. Like, where does anyone live here?
Dwell on these thoughts now. We must reach the tag.
Zambino, Donovan is just a creep. So Zambino's the one who raised Guts when he's a kid, and Donovan's the one who like bought him from like a sensitive chapter. Really cannot stress how long this game is. For an action game, it's usually not a good idea to have it be too long. Never played Nier, and well, Nier, the original Nier was kind of long because you had to play it 3 times in a row. Or it actually wasn't more than 3 times, whatever it was. You had to play through it that many times, which made it a bit shit. Yeah, these are literally just zombies at this point, aren't they? Well, I can only attack him if I get close, though. Is the worst enemy in the game? They don't seem that bad. I'm guessing they're worse when they're like fighting amongst other people, though. Yeah, they're the suiciders. Tumor enemies. You know, if you see a big rotting, like bulging tumor, yeah, that enemy explodes. Pretty much basic video game design at this point. I wish this game was just a little less dense and had more like stuff happening, and like well, hard to describe this game than what I feel is wrong with it. Like I feel like it's got a solid core to it, but it's missing an actual identity to it all. And what plot it has is just confusing and a bit generic. Yeah, and apparently the game is long. They carefully just made it a lot shorter and focused better on more on their level design too.
We can't go further. Let's see if there's another way.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's how it was gonna be. Plot is pretty simple and generic. Yeah, it's just like generic fantasy stuff. Like clearly that you can tell they were inspired by it, but it just didn't really work. It's a bit messy, is a better way of putting it. It's kind of a messy plot. There's just this smash crystal mechanic is little. I guess they wanted to give you something to do while you're playing and not fighting enemies, but I'm just tired of smashing crystals. We got the door. We also, yeah, oh, actually we can only go through the door. But whatever. I don't want to promise I'm going to play through all this game because I feel like I'm going to get kind of bored with it at some point. Unless some more crazy shit happens that gets me reinvigorated.
One down. Cover me, Loot.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
I'm not done yet.
Who's left? Already bored with the game, just here for you and your alone, but even I can only have so much energy for a game if it doesn't give me material. It's gonna give me something I can discuss. Unless Chad gets in like a weird mood and gives me all sorts of shit to talk to you with. But usually we do have to rely on the game somewhat to like feed us some stuff. Okay, if it wants to give us more scenes inside my mind with the booba, we might be able to talk about it. I'm like really struggling right now with this. Like, what do I say in the middle of this? Oh, it's another room where I'm fighting. Did we get male Casca yet? Well, we did reach, like, the male warrior guy. So, yes. I guess you could say... But he's like the senpai, though. He's not like, the junior. And I think he's going to turn evil at some point, too. Game is fine, Emma, but it can get repetitive. Yeah. But the thing is... I went into it expecting that, but if it's too long, that becomes a major issue.
I wish that killing could come to an end.
Unfortunately, it's all I'm good for now.
Girl. Running while holding her sword handle looks so uncomfortable. Well, I think the more uncomfortable part is that she has a 500-pound sword. Swinging that with one arm would be kind of impossible, but hey. Guts did it, so this girl can do it. Fix camera angles.
trusting my efforts.
Now I've got it. I think he's Priscilla? Priscilla. Interesting, observation. More than likely, he's actually the, well, the guts. Well, not the guts, but the Griffith. Since he's like one of us, like a friend, but he's gonna turn evil. Claymore character? Oh yeah, I don't remember much about Claymore characters, really. Except like the main view. Was that the one who was like you thought was gonna be the big bad, but ended up was just actually like protecting the actual big bad that was the girl? If I remember correctly. City walls. God, we're not in the city yet. How much city have we gone through? Priscilla, yeah, I know who it was, but she was like, for a time, it was like assumed she was like under the control of like some dude. It turned out it wasn't the case. He was just like her guardian.
Dear sisters, it seems you're not dead. If I had been able to place a bet, I would have lost. Crows, alas, are poor company for a betting man, and worse for conversation.
I don't understand where this is going, but I doubt I'll like it.
Does sword effects sound bad? Not really. I thought they were alright.
Come, regale me with a tale about the formidable
No,
possessed
please no.
you faced.
No talk. Only dreams.
You were watching.
I am an observer after all. Anyway, it looked like it might not go your way for a moment.
It was not easy, but we prevailed.
I wonder what happened that turned the battle in your favor.
Not everything can be learned in Duran's training grounds.
It's hard, but we learn quickly.
Or you're just running faster towards your inevitable demise.
If there's nothing else, Donovan awaits us.
You met Sir Donovan the Shadeless.
Yes, he has just arrived.
Scouting ahead before the rest of the reinforcements reach Ilden.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess these reinforcements are a lie. They're never coming.
Has he not reported?
And she's the only one who's not in on it.
No. Not yet.
Yep, see that pause? Gives it away.
He's a veteran. He doesn't answer to a dear observer.
I suppose you envy him, Briar. A battle-hardened knight.
I think this game's gonna get a sequel.
Follow him in battle, by all means. But remember, you do answer to me.
I buy shit from you. I don't answer to you. Okay, we already just leveled up. Why not? Let's see, what do you want? Hit the enemy in front of you with a quick jump on my uppercut. Sure. You're from the States? Yes, I am. Probably not asking Puff that. Never mind. Yes. But she is as well. I actually happen to know. Let's see, there's something here I want to write. Loot is about to overcharge. Yeah, not that. Vindicator. Exploding blast. Chaos blast release explosive shards. Yeah, over here. Hold down between subsequent bonus defense actions is increase, decreasing successful counters grant additional unity. Loot can perform an additional disruption counter while another is already active. Forming a perfect disruption counter knocks any low class. God, this is too much to learn. But disruption counters, but god damn. Each slow counter increases Briar's movement speed for a short time. There's so much leveling and build here, chat. I don't know what to do. Performing... I don't even know what's good. There's so much stuff. Guess we'll reduce the cooldown. That can be pretty good, right? Successful counters, yeah, we'll grab that one too. I need to buy another one of these revival things, just in case I die. Alright, good. Alright, let's talk.
Leighton, I do not mean to judge you, but all this death... this
Choose what your heart believes is best. Yeah, but I don't know what is best. I'm just like randomly grabbing shit.
Sounds so distant and indifferent.
Composure is instrumental to my efficiency as an observer.
I think I might take a break from this game tomorrow and play something else, just to like come back to it, because it's like draining me tonight.
Such fine words to justify that you just don't care a hang.
Aren't you the tough one? Or are you just pretending that you have a thick skin? You both need that, and a clear head to survive here.
We have plenty of both. Don't...
Yeah, gotcha. Aloof. Local rival.
The way you speak...
Yeah, I mean, God, yeah, I definitely... Something about tonight with this game has just not thrilled me. Play the Wo Long demo, it's only about an hour. That's not... Well, that's enough for half a stream. I know it's just gonna be more Neo, though. I don't really need to play it. I already played 2 Neo games.
I take pride in my accent from the fair city of Rhyme.
Is this game bad? It's not bad. It just... Like I said, it's a kind of one of those, like, it's a 7 out of 10 game. But if it, depending how long it goes on, it might go down to a 6 out of 10 game. It's a bit... The story is, like, completely forgettable. Like, I don't care for any of the characters yet. And the story is incomprehensible. It's just, like, people talking about stuff that's happening off screen. And all these orders and, like, people and other than like that. And then, like, their mythology for, like, their evil shit is very vague and uninteresting as well. Combat is alright. It just gets a mix of, like, God of War plus Devil May Cry plus... Well, I'm not even sure, but it's... it needs refinement, I guess is the word to use for it.
Arts and literature drive the lives of the citizenry there.
We have Devil May Cry at home. Yeah, that's a pretty good description.
Quite the difference from this den of peddlers and smugglers. Or the nitty-gritty pragmatism that is so typical of Doran.
I didn't think you could get so heated for something so trivial.
Says the ones who hail from an insignificant village in the woods.
Old.
You know how to find me.
Yes, I keep playing the game and you'll appear in front of me. We're aware. We don't do... At least the game doesn't do any backtracking. There is 0 backtracking. Alright, so... Oh, God. Given the distance I started off in this thing, it feels like I should be halfway there, but apparently I'm not. I'm guessing we'll eventually go up into the fucking portal into the netherworld, and that's where the rest of the game will take place. No backtracking yet? Oh, don't say that. Makes me think you've played this and you already know I'm wrong.
I don't believe he even knew Donovan was here.
I am more trouble, but he wants us to spy on him.
So that's what he meant. I like him less and less.
The Order has too many secrets.
Night. Hey, Garrus, have a good night.
He'll get no more from us.
Slay all enemies before the time runs out without breaking any object. What? Oh, it's one of these. Sure. We'll get that one a shot. Just delete this game. We saw that this all leads to at the beginning. Yeah, but that's obviously a bit more going on than there will be new, because we were just falling from the sky. So break none of these objects. Okay. Oh, it's the exploder guys. That's why. Don't break my boxers. Oh, you're too close. You're like the last guy. Get out here. I can't attack you. You'll blow up next to that. Oh, yeah, come after me. Do you really want to find out what it was? I mean, I don't really have a problem with that. I just like, I plan to take breaks in this game. Playing this game at a stretch might get a little exhausting. Maybe does this game move at a glacier pace? Well, it's just that the plot isn't interesting, so it feels that way. But then, yeah, not really much is happening, except we're just finding out there's more mysteries, I guess. I don't know. It's not very well written, but I think this was like the dev's first game, wasn't it? Did I pass? Oh, yeah, I passed that. What game are we gonna... I don't know. This is a weird time. We're like right in between like new stuff coming out. But there's like another 3 weeks before we get anything new. So I have to like find older stuff to play. Plot seems pretty simple. It's not really... It's simple, but it's also boringly simple. There's like a lot of detail here, but none of it really matters. What's the plot? We're just still the same, like, Night Lady attacking, like, evil in a, like, overrun city. Nothing really has changed at all. Just that we've met, you know, a guy who's like us, but apparently suffering, and he's, like, gonna probably turn evil eventually. And is, like, our leader, or, like, you know, just someone we deeply respect. And we have, like, family trauma, because our town was, like, raided by monsters or something. Which I guess is what led to us being like this. It's just all very, very generic storytelling, without a lot of thought put into it. Was that horror game you wanted to play called? I forget the name. It's like Night... I don't know. It's like... I forget. Honestly, it's from the developer who made the Bloodwash game. That should clue you in, or help you find out.
What is this? I've never seen anything like it.
It looks like a shockwave, frozen in crystal formation.
What are you talking about?
But more than that, it's infused with traces of a powerful aura. An echo.
What, this?
The one from the convoy.
Yes, I'm sure. It
Oh no, that's
came
just
from
so I can't go backwards.
Whatever happened here left this behind.
Play Scorn? Scorn isn't out yet. I can't play it, but I will play it. Though I'm worried that game is going to be very disappointing. And it's just going to be like very pretty to look at and not much else. Yeah, something about the gameplay they've shown off for it looks like they've added like gunplay into it just as like a prop because they didn't want people to call it a walking sim. Why not now? But first of the new releases, well, yeah, I mean, well, it depends. Next month is very busy for me, so I have to, like, you know, decide what I work on. Some of it will have to, like, get videos out quick. Anyone know how to stop controller drift on PS4? Usually at that point, you need to replace parts. Usually it's like an analog stick that needs to be replaced. This was that carriage we saw blow up earlier, or, like, come into the city. Right. Yeah, usually it's just cheaper to like get a new controller.
How can this be? We were betrayed. They used us. They sent us to our death.
Man, I bet he felt good about getting his first big role, right?
An explosion.
Showed, like, Mom, I got that voice acting gig job. 100 bits? That's probably what he got paid for that role, too.
I can see that. So our trail ends here.
Ooh.
It does not. I recognize an aura. The one I felt on the bridge. It caused the blast as it broke free. I couldn't tell before because of the lead carriage. Now I'm sure.
This is what the other chimeras fought.
Fought and lost.
What is this thing, Lute?
A wraith could not have been caged in the first place. It must be possessed. Even stronger than the one we faced earlier.
But why did they bring it here? Did they even know?
They did as they were told. They were slaughtered. Or they were sacrificed. We need to find out why.
Would only leave the house for work and booze or energy drinks. This is not a proper lifestyle, by the way. I mean, I'm sure you know, but things to work on. Anyone else get a PS5 these days? I've had mine for like most of the year. I've barely had anything to play on it.
Sister, over there!
You know, if you hadn't made me stop running, we could have just not avoided this.
Such a vulgar display of power. Did you even dispose of them?
We were just having some fun. Anyway, either they got blasted or they lie dead beneath the rubble.
Yeah, if you're gonna show the focus on close up of the lips, they need to be animated better. Have a good night. Hey, Carebones, have a good night, man. So, yeah, those look like very Claymore-ish characters, or like enemy designs. Is the knockoff Godhand? God, no, it's not nearly goofy enough. Or like the combat is even remotely similar. I mean, did you see a very, ridiculous gay stereotype now? Just now, like, and also like little, cartoon characters, midgets fighting me? No, none of that. No game is so brave. Ooh, ooh, well, good thing you can fix that so easily.
Your wounds. They are healing so fast.
Seems like it. But I'd like to know what hit us in the first
I mean, the God
place.
Hand from Berserk. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the God Hand game that I played not too long ago. No, I don't. They're not. They didn't look like they had similar designs. That they looked like the monster designs looked like they came out of Claymore rather than Berserk.
Fading, but it's not gone.
Then we should be safe. At least for a small time.
I hope so. But what about later? He was
I'd see a game where you fight gay midget that
Do you feel his
exists
presence?
called God Hand.
No, I can't feel him among all the dead. Should we look for him?
I bet he resorted to his talent. No doubt he'll turn up.
To get it again.
I mean, amongst other things that game had. Nice, get a colleague who is trying to get so hard to get one, but it's super difficult. You mean the PS5? I like to say that the best way probably still to get it is to like be... Does Sony Direct still sell them? That's where I got mine, or a lot of people got them at. I'm assuming you can still get them like limited through that when they have them open for like buying. Surprised they're still having trouble like stocking those up now that the GPUs are now you can buy them anytime you want, but still no on the PS5 issue. What about the Xbox like Series X? Can you like go in a store and get those yet? If you want one, or are those also so hard to come by? At least we're not in elevator rooms anymore.
Imagine living in such a crowded city.
Werewolves? What are you? I don't think I'm ever gonna see my double trigger again because I so rarely get up to like, you know, the mode to use it. Whoever's leaving, have a good night, by the way. This game has bored me to sleep, so good night, everyone. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll be playing something else tomorrow. For those of you who are like, well, I can't take much. I'm kind of there with you. And I'm at least halfway through this game. Does anyone know? Someone who's played it or seen much of it. If I'm not halfway through it by this point, I might not even finish it. Because it might just reach that stage like, yeah, I've had enough. No, and not halfway through. How do you make an action game this long? Check your code. What does that even mean? There's still a bunch of I'm assuming some of the characters are like bosses and enemies though. So I know weapon-wise, this doesn't really... I'm like halfway through the world apparently though. But then you had the story, huh? Act 1 is 5 chapters. Act 2 has 8 chapters. Is that what I'm reading from this? Maybe there's some shorter ones in there, though. Some shorter chapters, like a straight-up boss fight or something. Yeah, it seems a little overly long for what it is. These kind of games, you don't want to make them too long, I feel like it's a cardinal sin. They need to end right when you've maxed out what you can really do with your gameplay and go no further. Seems kind of samey, especially when it doesn't really do anything that new. Like you wouldn't see a Bayonetta game that takes more than like, 10 hours to get through. DMC had 20, yeah, but it only took like 15 hours to get through that game. Probably less than that, actually. And also, the game was ripped fucking ass. It was good.
Sister, they're closing in on us.
From where?
Everywhere.
That kind of cutscene wasn't necessary, but alright.
Get ready.
This is like a signal I'm supposed to run, not fight everything. Oh shit, never mind, we can do this again. Finally some excitement. Music? The music I'm actually fine with. I think it's going to introduce a crafting system. You know what? It might actually show up. Then the online play will finally come into play. Like, oh yeah, you can just play this in co-op. Someone can control the ghost. think the game is telling me, hey, don't keep fighting, just run. But why? This isn't hard. Look, I can even go Uber again. I guess they just never had, but whatever. If you ever get to the end of the game, it's going to be one of those endings where you have to play it 3 more times. No. Most games aren't that masochistic. Alright, well, let's fucking run.
Agreed.
I'm going to protect you, sister. Close the balance.
So you can tell we'll be coming to this area again.
Loot, over there.
I am ready.
This is pointless. We need to get away from them.
You know what? At least this was different. I'll give it that. You know, we won. Boobs be like that? I'm sorry, what? What do they be like? Oh, wait, no, I've never touched any. Constantly responding enemies? Yeah, but we had our fun. We got to see our super mode a few times. Oh, they can't cross bridges, but they can teleport?
Enough to stop them.
Let's not wait to find out.
Or maybe they can't cross... Maybe they're like vampires and they can't, you know, jump over flowing water. Dart suddenly joined the chat. I just looked over and that's the first thing I read. And I saw someone talk about boobs being like that. I'm assuming it could be... Based on the conversations I've had with women, let's see... Sweaty? Yeah, boob sweat is a big issue. I know about that. I've heard about the troubles ladies have during the summer. Samey gameplay, depressing color palette for the entire game. Throw in the boobs. Well, there were boobs in the game. They did have that going for it. But they weren't the titillating variety. They're there to show that you're vulnerable. I think. Naked usually means vulnerable in, you know, media that isn't trying to, like, be fan servicey. Isn't a remake, it's a HD. Yeah, but it's a very nice... they've definitely improved the textures and models of the game for the FF7 reunion thing. Apparently they cleaned up the combat as well.
What is this now? Get out of my way.
She is my knight. Can't leave Fire alone.
The big guy buffs these things.
I'm not done yet.
I don't know if the enemies are getting more tankier or I'm just not doing enough damage. Well, that's actually the same problem, isn't it? Chad, you're still playing this? Well, it's not midnight yet. Do you think I'm weak? It's like, yeah, I'm going to call out the stream early. No. I'm not like that. I'm a determined man. People find that attractive as a quality. You do what you say you're going to do. Do you get boob sweat, Dart, since you have large, meaty pecs? You guys have interesting ideas of what my body looks like, you know? I mean, flattering ones. Just figured you drop this and head to something else. That wouldn't feel right either. I usually only play like one game a night unless I finish one early. And like I said, it actually did something different there with the chase scene, so now my interest has peaked a little bit more than it was earlier when I was like going through all the elevator shafts. Big daddy milkers. God, I hate the terminology I'm reading in chat tonight. Say you're strong and came while eating food. Well, I'm like a tall. Well, one, I say I work out. I didn't say I'm like you're. Like, yeah, I work out because I like being fit. That doesn't mean I'm gigantic. I mean, I'm not like a power lifter, Chad. Plus, I'm the kind of person that seems like my genetics favor putting on muscle on my legs more than anywhere else. So my legs are actually the most muscular part of me. Big Daddy Milk. Yeah, you use that somewhere else. Yo, say that to your coworkers. What's my bicep curl? I've never actually tried to max out the bicep curl since I usually use free weights. Currently, I only have like the heaviest weight I have is like a 40-pound weight, and I can do that for like a full couple sets. But I could definitely do more. You're built like a strong man and you hate it. Yeah, but you have to be like built this. You have a certain body type to be like that. I'm like just leg guy apparently. Is jugs a better word? They all mean the same thing. I have stayed up too late because I watched a movie on Netflix. What was it? But also, hello, Mike. Are those weights plates? No, these are like literally free weights. They have like a rubber coating on it. Like you can't change it. It's just like, hey, pick up a free weight and like use it with your hands. I mean, I have a barbell, but I don't use it for curling. I use that for the bench press. But I only have 150 pounds of weights for my barbell. I need to buy like a new bench really before I'd want to trust it to put more weight on it. Because it is like an older bench, and it's just not like a full size bench. I wouldn't really go much higher than 150 pounds on it. And then those good deals on exercise. I kind of want like a gold branded, like I want one that has a squat rack included, so it kind of costs a bit more. Am I ripped? No. Outside of my legs. My legs are pretty ripped. I wish I had the same level of muscularity on my upper body, but it's a bit harder for me there. My genes seemed like determined to like make me like, you can have like nice calves and thighs and a butt. You're really gonna never have those shoulders you want though. Strong men are hot. Yeah, you got a taste. Nothing wrong with that. It can never be flat belly, but big ass hands. Hey, if I ever have a daughter, she's gonna have the perfect genetics, all right? You stopping? No, I'm just taking a slight break to like talk with Chad to get your guys' energy back up. Because I feel like you needed it. Dart can kick a building. I see. I'm not your like bunny waifu from my Hero Academy, right? So Dart is down with the thickness. Well, for a guy, yeah, I am. But it's for the right reasons. Should do those gym selfies and post. No, thank you. I'm not that. I'm self-conscious, and I'm also not egotistical. And also, I don't like gym selfies. I feel they're kind of like stupid. Or at least, it's definitely sharing them online is. I feel it's really just like, yeah, I need some likes today. I'm feeling bad. But I have showed off my calves before. That's really as far as I would go. You'll have a hot daughter. Well, hopefully. It's like whatever helps her in future life. Depends on the gene she got. I mean, being thick in any ways is the right reason. Well, true. I mean, there's usually not a bad part to it. What a weird comment. My chat is full of nothing but those. What do you mean? You have to specify which one is the weird comment. Like right here, observe this one. Do you think you can pull off wearing a sexy bunny suit with your thighs? No. I don't think it'd look good on me at all. Fluffy stuff, I don't have the body for it. Squish. Squish? You mean like the finger poke squish? The best type of squish? You have a barbell and weights, you can totally do hack squats? Hack squats. Probably I do 3 different types of squats. I do regular squats with like 100 pounds of weight on it, which is about as much as I want to do without a squat rack. Then I do the, what are they called, like the Bavarian squats, where you put like one leg up behind you, like so you're kneeling, you're only using one leg for the squat, while the other one's like leverage on something behind you. And then I do like very widespread squats with no weights to work out the inner thighs. I'm not really sure what the squat is you mentioned. I have a hot daughter. I could have a hot daughter. I didn't say I did have one. I'm just saying I have like the lower body, like, you know, development genes, all right? Maybe you could pull off fishnets. What, Chad? Why are you fetishizing me tonight? What's wrong with you? Can you wear a bunny suit, Dartigan? What about a fishnet suit? Anything else? Anyone want like the cafe maid look going on? What you want? You're all nothing but it weaves and you're giving it away. A hack squat has the bar behind you on the ground. You squat down and grab the bar. Ooh, you know, that sounds pretty rough. One, it sounds like almost like a reverse deadlift, and I don't like the idea of deadlifts because I've seen too many people have like develop back injuries from them, so I don't do deadlifts. Even though they are really good, I don't want to like risk my back. Like once you fuck up your back, yeah, you ain't getting it back. Is this the game with the dead ghost? Yeah, we've been playing it. This is our second night with it. I'm taking like a brief rest before I get back into it because I wanted to re-energize chat. But yeah, it's the combat is alright, but the story is just ass. When we get back to the game, this is getting weird. No, come on, this is weird for you in this chat? What, talking about muscle workouts? My weight has been stagnant, like I'm not gaining any, but it doesn't seem like I'm losing any either. That's usually a plateau when it comes like if you're trying to lose or gain. You usually hit those kind of plateaus where you have to really struggle to get past them. Real good for inner quads. Interesting. I kind of like still need to work on the inner quads. But a trap bar deadlift takes pressure off your back. So what's a trap bar deadlift? Oh, well, I think I actually know. Never mind. Dead ghost. I don't actually know if she died or she just turned into like a spirit. She might not actually be dead. We're just assuming it because she's translucent. It's a horrible stereotype, chat. Business is coming together. Get on the ground floor, chat. Story trailers didn't look me. Actually, the story trailers look good. Is one of the reasons I bought it. Is like I like the monster designs. It says that one that came while eating. What are you talking about? Came while eating. I wish. Make dinner parties really interesting. Trying to lose weight. I aspire to be a MILF worthy of the title. Ah, well. Gonna take exercise and calorie counting usually. And you can YouTube these exercises. Well, yeah, there's plenty of resources online. Like I said, I usually don't like the idea of deadlifts because they're just risky. Even when you do them correctly, you can still fuck up. All it takes is like losing your balance. Shouldn't assume a ghost is dead. Stay woke. Yeah, dead rights. Well, even saying dead right, just abuse it already. Like translucent rights shit. Love you some. Well, no, okay, this is a new conversation. Already got the cake. Just need the. Technically, getting the cake is the easy part. No, you can't say ghosts. They're currently unalive peoples. Ghost is a stereotype. Gotta love MILF. Yeah, I wonder how many people talk about how much they love MILFs have ever even been with one. That wasn't their wife or something, or it just seems like, yeah, one of those things like, yeah, you like the idea of it. Did a ton of squats when I was younger. I do a lot of them right now. Well, on leg day, that is. Yeah, you can't miss it. gotta do them. Otherwise, your leg health is important, chat. Your calves are like a second heart for your body. You've got to pump that blood back up your legs. He was a battalion commander's wife. But that was nerve-wracking then. Me talk to a woman? You with a woman? You're nervous to talk in chat? Aw. Well, I think you're doing all right. Am I actually squatting right now? Yes, I am actually doing squats as I stream and talk with you guys. I mean, you don't even notice any heavy breathing, do you? That's how good I am. I mean, I technically could. I have a standing desk if I wanted to do that. Ever like just, hey, Dartigan, why you out of breath? I'm just exercising. I did do push-ups once on a VR stream. Just because you could actually see me doing the motions inside the VR. I'm actually thinking of doing VR streams again sometimes. So maybe I'll just show you some more workouts in it. Why not? This sounds like your regular voice. Yeah, well, I mean, if I get heavy of breathing, you'll notice though. You know, a guy at work came in one day with a black eye, and when I asked what happened, he went, I was hitting on a woman at a bar. She said she was married. I didn't believe her and kept trying. Her Marine husband came out of the bathroom and kicked my ass. I mean, even if you didn't believe her, it's usually a way of her saying that she's not interested either. So he was being a dumbass, and he kind of deserved it. How many push-ups can you do without stopping? Actually, I did my best recently. Like last week, I did 40 without stopping. I could have done a few more, but I decided to cut it there so I can make more even sets. So, and I did I did it all the way up to 100, but I did 40 for the first one, then I did the rest in sets of 20. I'm currently going to trying to hit 50 without stopping, and then see how far I can take it after that. But I definitely can hit 50, with another few more weeks, I think. Whether I can ever hit 100 without stopping, who knows? You have lots of guy friends? Ah, you're the popular. You're just like the good friend. Usually in my experience, girls make really good guy friends. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. It's like, oh, the friend zone. But it's actually true. It's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have a lot of females in your friend when you're a guy. You can learn all their secrets. God of War Ragnarok is reportedly 90 gigabytes. Do we still care about these file sizes for games? I just accept new games, AAA games. It's gonna have big file sizes. They have a lot of textures and a lot of voice acting. Former White House chef did 2,222 push-ups every morning. Okay, there are some people who are just really genetically built for push-ups who can actually do those crazy numbers. So, I mean, it's definitely possible, especially if they also worked on it. But some people are literally just built for push-up machines. Do I think I could ever get the strength to lift a Buster Sword? No, only powerlifters could lift that, but even they could never actually swing it. Man has a test where he has to do 65 without stopping. Technically, if you could do 40 push-ups without stopping, you're in the top 1% of healthy individuals. You have a far less chance of ever having heart complications. So it's a pretty good sign. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be a record-breaking amount of push-ups? Get you in the Guinness Book of World Records. Do one-handed push-ups from stream? I can't do one-handed push-ups on stream, and those are really just a flex. They're not even a good exercise. I mean, there's other types of push-ups I can do. I can do Mike Tyson push-ups, and I can also do the kind of push-ups where you put your feet up on something behind you. So I can do those. No, if you really want to show up your push-up ability, you do those, they're the push-ups where you don't have you're literally only using your arms, your hands, your legs are up in the air above you. I think they're planar push-ups or something. They're incredibly difficult to do. It takes years to work your way up to be able to do them. Push-up record in a row is 10,000. Okay, so maybe 2,000 ain't unlikely for that guy if he's just genetically built for them. You obviously aren't them. I'm obviously not. I know. Yeah, but they train you to do push-ups in the military. You do them every morning. But hey, I'm able to do 40 push-ups, and then I can do the next 60 after that without too much of a rest. So I'm not too bad. When it comes, definitely well above average when it comes to push-up ability. Daniel Scully does 3,000 push-ups in 1 hour, smashing it. Who is, I guess he's like a, is he one of those MMA guys? Sounds like it. As long as I can do 10 push-ups, you're saying, I mean, that's not bad. That's what your goal is. That's what you admit it. Also thought Mel was of the female, Mel? Of the female variety? Oh, you mean Mel of our chat? You're trying to figure out everyone's gender again. Doing 60 push-ups at a time isn't impressive at all. For the general population, yes it is. Because the majority of people can't even do 10 at once. But yeah, when you're in the military, your job literally, part of it is becoming just doing lots and lots of fucking push-ups. Military, like, really, you know, trained you to do those. So yeah, I'm not surprised you can do a bunch of push-ups. But hey, is what it is. Eventually I'll be doing even more. Like I said, when I do push-ups, I usually go for 100, but I don't do them all at once. 2 sets of 10, but I gotta rest my chest. Tore it up this week on the bitch. Buddy of mine who is in swimmer has told me to do 100 push-ups at this military booth at a career fair thing. We were at school, just kept going and did like 350. Workout stream? No. Unless I were to like get like one of those Nintendo, like, what is it, the circle thing? What's it called? Ring Fit? I decided to get that. I actually got Kate one of those like a year ago for like her birthday. I don't know if she ever used it though. I think she said she started using it recently. Ring Fit Adventure. The one where like, yeah. Is that even a good workout though? I guess it's mainly like yoga or something, isn't it? Yeah, we ready to continue, chat? It was like you trying to say something. No, but I did make that joke. So Luke can perform an additional disruption counter. Luke performs a disruption counter. She conjures an explosion signal on the ground, increasing entropy. Disruption counters bind low-class enemies for a short time. Form 1 additional slow counter while already... Okay, we'll grab that. Forming a perfect slow counter causes Loot to cast another one at a low-class enemy nearby. Each slow counter increases Briar's movement speed for a short... you know what? Well, I guess we'll save up and get that one. Friend had a good experience with it. He's not really fit, though. I don't think I have enough points for anything, and these are like 9,000. Moving on. Yeah, I'm actually going to go running again tomorrow for continuing fitness chat. I haven't really done much running for like over a year, but I actually got really good at running for a while. Like even uphill. I do like a 4-mile run in like 20 minutes. I was pretty proud of that, so I gotta get that back. Game of Thrones is currently beating its prequel, House of the Dragon, in terms of viewership. Well, I'm not really surprised. I mean, it's not based off the book, so maybe even fans of the book aren't reading it or watching it. And also, you know what? Sometimes things have a time period and then they run out of steam.
So that means they could still be hunting
Faster
us.
mile and a half was 12 and a half. I'm never doing better than that. Pretty good. Like I said, I didn't really focus on trying to do as fast as I could. It just, you know, naturally got faster and faster at it. But I have a stretch of road that's like a 4-mile run. Well, 4 miles when you do the entire thing back and forward. But it's got a couple uphill sections, so I got pretty good doing those, and I do the entire thing in like 20 minutes. Or around 20 to 25 minutes, give or take. But yeah, that was pretty rough though when you get back. You'd be like, your vision would be blurred. Like, Wait, are you guys... Is the stream lagging? Looked like it was lagging to me. The game chugging, not for me, but maybe the stream is. What's going on? Hold on a second. Maybe like stop my recording. Start a new one. See if that's causing it. I think maybe there's a recording and run too long. I'm not... My kilobits per second are pretty good. It might also just be this area, because it's got the fire in it. Maybe we just need to get out of this real quick. Let me start the recording of it. I don't know why I'm bothering to record. I'm definitely not making a video on this. But, whatever. We need to get out of this area real quick, because I think the fire is like causing the game, the stream to lag. See, all better now. They really need to introduce some characters instead of just more monsters for me to find at this point. I need some better, like, storytelling. I'm like, I just don't have the motivation for this shit. It's like, here's more monsters. Come on, game, give me more.
Blasted vermin. Do not let them surround us.
Oh no, it's flying enemies too.
Cover me, Luke.
It's like I'm getting smothered in hugs today. Why is everybody hugging everybody in chat? Well, not that it's a bad thing. Yo, enjoy your time together.
Luke, over there.
Hey, 100 bits from Mike. How you doing? Also, thank you for the bits. A lot of love in this chat. Well, you know what? If the game ain't gonna give us something that we'll just like hug each other, how about that? That's how we restore energy reserves. Let's see. I only watch Gura and Crony play it. Yeah, these are VTubers, aren't they? Wow, the frame rate, yeah, it seems like if the fire effect causes the frame rate to chug. Going to bed. Go and have a good night, man. Yeah, definitely the fire. It seems like it's doing something. So just bear with it. This we'll be through this level eventually. That's just another sign that my 1080 is like really in the end of its days, I feel. I need to replace it soon. There's like effects that just can't really pull off and also stream at the same time. What am I playing on? My PC, but it, you know, it's on my 1080 Ti. But I really need to upgrade. I've taken as long as I could with this thing. It's done me well, but its time has come. So either a 3000 series card or a 4000 series card if I can get it. Thank you for your service, GameCube.
I'm just warming up.
Or GC. I'm assuming GC meant GameCube.
There's more.
So more of this tomorrow. I'll probably like take a break from this game because yeah, I definitely feel like I'll do this game in like bits and pieces to avoid getting too like worn out on it. Graphics are yeah, graphic. Okay, GC. Yeah, I'm not sure of what you might have been meaning. But yeah, I mean, I've been on it for like 4 years now, I think. the 1080 Ti was a legendarily well-made card. But yeah, I need some new stuff. Like I literally this GPU has been with me for 2 PCs. Like I put it in my older PC and then I built a new PC like in 2020. I've still been using it because I just couldn't get a GPU at the time. Where does it want me to go, by the way? I don't want to go back into the fire. That's right, yeah. I guess we didn't need to go that way at all. Did the chip shortage end? Well, you can definitely get a GPU now if you want one. Even like a 3080. But the 4000 series launches next month, so I'm going to see if I can get one of those. If not, I will probably just get a 3080. Since it'd be cheaper and easier to get my hands on. Physicians, the order made the pungent blend to strengthen the bond of a knight and their shade. Use this item to maximize your unity level. Okay. When it comes to the 4000 series cards, since EVGA won't be releasing one, the only one I would accept is a Founders Edition, because all the cards I saw being released by the other vendors looked like shit. Just stupid looking designs all around. God damn it, EVGA, why are you leaving us like that? You might apply for that chip factory they're building. Not a bad idea. Like what position? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like a tightly fought over job. Why can't I? Hey, Mike, have a good night, man. I'm sorry this level is like chugging the frame rate for you guys so much with these fire effects. I'm trying my best to get through it quickly. I can't even like keep the camera pointed away from the fire because it's a locked in camera. Interesting choice they went with that, by the way. I think this level wasn't that long. It doesn't seem like it is. It's like we're trying to get over there. Alright, use one. Can I equip these to like the 3rd spot? Alright, never mind. That's a weapon slot? Oh.
They're everywhere.
I'm going to protect you, sister.
One down.
Let's keep it up.
So. The chug, yeah, the fire effect in it seems like it's making it happen. It's not chugging on my end, it's just on the stream. So whatever it's the card of the GPU it's using is like, nope, that's meant for the stream game, stop it.
You want more? I've got more. I'm not done yet.
Man, fighting flying enemies in a game like this sure is fun. Because they constantly move away from you. Well, that was exciting. Can you guys see the stream moving again?
Fading away.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Need to go clothes shopping soon. I mentioned that earlier, that y'all probably need to get new pants. I've only got a few that really fit me well anymore. The extra muscle mass, like, you know what? That same problem as if you get fat. You just need new clothes. Are you having fun, chat? I feel like the chat is enjoying their conversation way more than they are the game, which is understandable. I like they balance the the leaping move, so you can only do 3 successive in a row, then you like trip. Why do all action RPG games have the flying enemies that dodge away? Because everyone likes to like piss in your Cheerios, that's why.
Keep us. Protect us.
They throw it in there because it's like an enemy type that you can like pester you while you deal with the actual real threats. That's usually all they do. They're usually not a threat themselves, they just pester the hell out of you. Need some khaki shorts. I don't like khakis at all. Khaki? Don't like khakis. One, I don't look good in them, so I don't like them. Therefore, yeah, they're bad. And you know what? They don't. I like the feel of the material.
I wish that killing could come to an end.
Unfortunately, it's all I'm good for now.
But alas, my future partner will have a nice set of earmuffs. You in the market for someone new? I don't like when the game gives me like pathways and choose where you wish to go. Not a game like this. Khaki shorts? I'm sorry, what? By your mush, means yes, that was pretty obvious. Sweet. Cool. You think that's bad? You should have seen the picture I posted in a friend's Discord weeks ago.
There may be no one here, but I'm not letting my guard down.
You know what? In-game dialogue from the characters as they talk to themselves and talk about stuff in the game is fine, but they can't just be repeating the same line over and over. It needs to be like contextual, like what you're doing. I've never actually seen a game do that. Like they'll have repeating contextual like dialogue when you're just wandering around. It's just like the same like I got to do this kind of shit over and over again. Oh look, new crystals. Ethereal thorns. An ethereal thorn is an unstable core of energy that explodes if someone gets too close, dealing damage. To destroy it, activate the evocation field left trigger to manifest it and make it harmless, then attack. Remember that the ethereal thorns spawn again after exploding, but also after they have been shattered. Then why do I need to destroy them?
What is that?
Unstable warps in the ether. They respond to my aura. Stay clear, sister, if you can.
Ethereal is good enough.
I pushed it too far.
Oh shit, yeah, they respawn.
No, not now.
It's a really cool drawing of an Ouroboros kind of snake dragon hybrid and it looked really cool. Kind of want that now that you mentioned snakes. You know what? With AI art, you can have that made for yourself. Just enter in that, that description. You know, this developer, is this developer made any other games? Does anyone know? Is this feels like a very first game from a developer kind of thing. Because it shows a lot of those mistakes the very first time developer would make. I get the feeling they've never made anything, or at least nothing major. Right now that you said AI art, Midjourney sent me an email telling me that Discord servers are back up. You can also, if you don't want to use them, you can use Stable Diffusion, which is actually better, and you can use it on your own machine for free. Because it's open source. And will probably be like the best AI art generator going forward because it's open source. This suddenly turned into Diablo with this camera angle. Am I playing Scorn? Yeah, I'll play Scorn. I can't promise a Sin video for it because, well, it might not have enough for me to work with. Whew. You want a tattoo of the squirrel from Ice Age on your inner thigh reaching up. I understand the comedy of it, but who would you actually be showing that to? And would you regret it later on? Remember, tattoos have a, you gotta live with those for the rest of your life. You really want the question like, Grandpa, what's this tattoo for? And then have to explain it. Whole point is entertain yourself. Yeah, but I feel like once you already know the joke though. So it's really just the shock value of showing it to people. Which means you're going to like deep pants yourself every time. Why are your grandparents looking at, yeah, good question. Like, I'm guessing because you're like, hey kids, it's women time. What else? Maybe you get a pull just for that reason.
Is this the end of the world?
I can't say. It's bound to begin somewhere.
Defeat all possessed enemies first, then kill the others before the time runs out. No, I don't really want. I don't want to like drag this out any more than it is with like special missions. You don't really want kids, and I get tattoos for myself. Really don't care if other people like them. I mean, I like tattoos. I don't have any myself, but they always make good conversations, don't they? However, I've been told by many people with tattoos they eventually get sick of hearing people ask to see their tattoos or like ask about them. Like what inspired it, because you end up just repeating the same story you've told people a dozen times. You were a shape-shifting guy, what shenanigans would I get into? Hopefully nothing terrible. That's too much power to give to someone. I would hope I'd just use it for, you know what, I don't know what I do, I don't know, but, I mean you can't give me the power of a god and then like, it's kind of hard to not abuse it, I guess. Good thing we don't have such abilities, chat. The world is, yeah, unstable enough as is without, crazy shapeshifters.
No better for the stench of death.
I would use it for YouTube content. I would do like the best TikToks. You see, I would like be in the middle of a dance and then I'd morph into like something else.
Until yesterday.
I'd find a way to make it into comedy.
Nothing good.
Finally completed the remaining 3 achievements out of the 113 in Arkham Knight and nearly fainted. How long were you up doing this? That, my dude, it ain't worth it. Dude, it just ain't worth.
I feel a strong aura nearby.
Oh, another boss fight?
This one may be a challenge.
If the possessed is severely injured, the wraiths that control it will be released. In order to truly end the possessed, you must destroy these wraiths as well. Possessors recover. If you can't defeat all the wraiths quickly enough, they will possess the host again, reviving it. Is it presenting to me? That's an interesting camera angle.
Over there.
I am ready. Can't be fire alone.
I guess it wasn't a boss fight, just another enemy introduction.
For a powerful wraith, a body to possess is just a tool. They can control it again if we give them a chance.
I'd like a God of War tattoo. You mean like the Omega symbol, maybe? I've actually seen people get that before. It's a pretty common one. Fully stock. Okay, I guess we can heal ourselves. Oh, wrong one. Spooter, hey, what's up, Spooter? Foxhound tattoo, best idea. I mean, I've definitely seen that images of people getting that too. Pretty much if there's like famous game, someone's got art of this tattoo put on their body somewhere. Half-Life Lambda symbol is also pretty common. How you been today, Spooter?
At all times. It never stops.
Just for your awareness, Twitch icon tattoo, I would not recommend it. You don't want to like brand yourself as like a corporate bitch. Especially now with, apparently Twitch pissing everyone off. All the drama, chat, so much of it. And me, I'm not big enough to be interested in it. But, you know what? I did learn, after the chat talked about last night, I did, read up about it today, see what was going on. New Dartigan, you wanted to turn my rain emoji, or like, pain? Yeah, sure, be my guest. It'd be great if they could make animated tattoos. Your arms hurt from both the COVID booster and the flu shot. Oh, is there another booster going around? Because I've only ever had like the COVID flu shot and the COVID shot, the original one and the booster for it that came like a year later. We needing boosters again already? Oh, Jesus. But yeah, they did make my arms hurt when they got them too.
It's like the tag follows hope.
Whatever happens, Lude.
Yes, is this your second booster? Okay, I guess there's, might have to like stop by the local pharmacy and see if they're handing those out. I don't think they're free anymore, are they? You have to pay for them now?
Especially my efforts. But I've recovered. I will take care of it.
Could be free? I don't know. Okay, as long as they're free, that's nice. I mean, they don't cost very much anyways, but same as a flu shot. I've never actually gotten a flu shot. Mainly because I never get the flu. Like, very rarely. I've been fortunate in that regard. You kind of want to get an Yggdrasil back tattoo as well? Of my a full tree, huh? That sounds expensive as well. I like tattoos, but I don't think I'll ever get one myself. It's because I know I would like come to like, man, I wish I would have got this as something else later on. I'm too like apt to change my mind later. I think I needed to go that way, but I wanted to make, yeah, that's the only way to go. Chat, you know what this game is actually missing more than anything else? Actual puzzle design. This crystal stuff doesn't do it. I'm sorry, but it ain't good enough. They needed actual puzzles. I know those are hard and expensive to do well, but this crystal shit is boring. I was trying to put my finger on what this game was really lacking from like all the other games. It's like been like in its actual puzzles to break up the combat. Yeah, another crystal. Yeah, that's what it is. break more crystals.
Oh no, it's happening.
Hmm. Anything down here? Oh shit. Yeah, we gotta break one of these.
Fading away.
Have good tolerance and price-wise. It'll be fine if I do it in several sessions. Yeah, but do you want to get it colored later? One up there now.
It's happening.
Look, tentacles caught my attention. These are just vines. And it's just more of the same crystal stuff we've been doing over and over.
I am dispersing my efforts.
Can't get through there. Alright. So we go up. Tattoos on scars are definitely a good idea. Yeah, I guess so. If you definitely want to hide it. To be fair though, I've always kind of I got scars from like, you know, injuries in the past. I kind of like them more than anything else. Yeah, but I am weird though. They make for solid memories. Is the best way of putting it.
That sound. No greater proof of latent survival.
No, not now.
Scars don't hold ink as well. Is that real? You know what? Never thought of that, but that might. That sounds correct.
I pushed it too far.
But usually scars are pretty faint themselves, unless it's something really gnarly like a burn scar.
My powers. I must be careful.
Hmm. Ah. The barrage.
She is my knight.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
Lucky. It won't happen again.
You tell me how 4 free-to-play games are on Steam's list of top 100 selling? They're free. Did you really not think that went through? They're free. Free games often, you know, very popular, as it turns out. Give us the names, by the way. Which one are they? They gives us more context, you realize. I mean, League of Legends has been one of the most popular games of a long time, and that's a very free game. Well, except for when you want to buy new heroes. But the starting point is free. Telling they're not selling... Well, still, a download is a download, and it counts the same reason. The Steam, that is. It's someone adding it to the library. Seems bloated with free. Steam is getting a lot of porn games recently. I've noticed. Like every day, there's like a new batch. And I gotta point out, where do furries get all their goddamn money from? I really don't understand why there's so many rich furries out there who are like funding like porn games and like really expensive art. Is like every like CEO out there secretly a furry or something? Is that the truth that we've been missing from this equation for the longest time? Because I swear to God, those motherfuckers have tons of money, and I don't know where they're getting it. Yeah, there's like one today. It's like it looked like an Undertale clone, but then I clicked on it, it's like, oh, it's furry porn. Furry porn plus Undertale. Thank you, world. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk is a furry. Would explain a lot, actually. But no, I am not joking about this. It seems like a lot of people that just have a lot of money are also furries for some reason. This is a conspiracy theory that goes all the way to the top. Trust me. I bet money, like judges that are like deciding on like life or death cases, like, or like massive amounts of money, like, no, it turns out they're a furry. Like sometimes they put their suit on in between cases. I don't know. I'm going off the rails here, but I swear to God, like all the rich people you never thought of, probably a furry, and they're funding video games. I've went on a bit of a rant there. I don't know why, and that's a bit obsessive. I just like, hey, can you stop like funding all these weird, creepy games, please? Every president since Washington has been a furry. Rich people have weird kinks. Well, they're not necessarily rich. They're just like well-off people, I think, and they just like they pay for very expensive art. Some of them are now making video games. You're at a 10, and well, this is when you're passionate about something, and I'm passionate about exposing the lies of the furry community and how they actually control our lives. We've all known it for the longest time. It's just that now I have the balls to say it out loud and proud. I just want to know, what are they like all getting STEM-filled careers? Like the people who are like, yeah, I like wearing a fursuit, but in my meantime, I do chemistry. Or electrical engineering, or whatever. Just like, you know, usually the more degenerate the fetish, they're usually like, but that guy works at McDonald's. Or something, I don't know why. It isn't Mass Break?
While you encouraged her not to lose.
Are you passionate about? I'm passionate about opposing them, not about them. Them and their secret agenda. I want to put together a list of names, Chad. Like these are the guys, the wise man committee of the furries. Back before World War I, they gathered and put together their funds, knowing in the future they would need it to fund video games, art from like. Commissioned art and fursuits. Like fursuits alone cost a ton of money, by the way, just so you're aware. Like those horrible looking suits they wear, those are thousands of dollars. Bridge got blasted. Oh yeah, he was on that, wasn't he? I'm a furry. The thing is, being a furry would be too expensive for me to ever consider it. If I'm gonna have a kink, it's gonna be something that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg.
There's no sign of Gorvo anywhere. He must have perished in the blast. Whatever happened to him?
Anime armpits are getting popular
now.
Why?
But reinforcements must be on their way by now, yes?
Hey, Japan once had a fetish for licking eyeballs, alright? You name it, they got it covered.
And Donovan's here.
Oh, yes. You had best find him. We have no other option than to regroup. I'm sure his help will prove invaluable.
Why are you talking like that?
It seems
Just get to the point.
For your life, Observer. You're even eager to cooperate with the Shadeless.
Much harder to fulfill our duties if we all end up dead. But in that regard, I also have something for you. A gift. It should help you stay alive a little longer.
But why didn't you give this to me earlier then? There I was, back to back with Jesus, Bible in my right hand, machine gun in my left. This is a good opening narration.
I'm sorry about
It was just a tool, a useful one at that. But no pet or companion to me, if you're wondering.
I concur with Garlic Mom and everything she said about Puff. I agree. See? Positivity.
You know that I can read your aura. Usually you're good at keeping it blank, but not this time.
You made you reveal your kindness, Roostlane. What is a Roostlane, by the way?
Ah, the proverbial observer's aloofness.
You've had your fun, haven't you? Now be gone.
Damn, dude. No, I gotta buy shit.
We've run into some stray dogs. Corrupted, all of them.
Humans are not the only ones affected by this taint.
I would not be that surprised. Just take a look around you. The whole city is infested. The corruption seeps through it all. Even we may have already fallen victim to it, for all we know.
Taint used to be a funny word, but then it got overused.
Either way, the sooner we get out of here, the better.
It's been replaced by D's nuts, unfortunately. Oh, we got points. What? So we got a bow. True shot. Shoot multiple arrows that always hit the target. Those points are going. You know what? This economy. These weapons I get, the point is required to level them up keep going up. I don't like that. Can't level up anything else here. You're gonna peace out, Fresh. You have a good night, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream tonight. Guess I'll hold on to those points for the time being. Blue blast stagger low class enemies, yeah. Blast release explosive shards on the impact, increase entropy, or yeah, good both with these. Ashen Vindicator synergy attack can be performed at a lower unity threshold. Hand of Retribution. When unity is high, Briar and Luke can unleash the Hand of Retribution synergy attack. Okay, it's just renew weapons, right? Dart is tricky. Bear is countered with explosive shards. Well, this feels like it does mainly the same stuff. We'll grab that. See your aspect on the left? My aspect? What do you mean? Oh. Shit, no, keep hitting the wrong button. Fuck! My aspect is currently trickery, apparently. Whatever that means. I'm not going to pretend to understand this game's leveling system when it comes to the habit shit. Let's see, we got good heals. I don't think we need anything. I guess we'll grab a second revive.
May the Shaper guide your hand.
I don't think, considering how long these levels can be, I don't think we have enough time to really get anywhere else. She's a regular Legolas now. Manger Devil Trigger unlocks trickery. I mean, I still just whack everything with it.
Dear sisters.
So, chat, I think that's as much as we're going to do for the night, because I don't think I can, do much more before find another good stopping point. Oh, that was a trip. That was quite the trip. Yeah, we'll probably be taking a break from this game so I can, like, maybe, recharge myself and, like, play something else for the next few nights. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Not sure what, though. I need to figure that out. It's got like a dead space, so like a dead zone of like no new games coming out that I'm interested in. But I gotta fill the space with something. Thanks for stream. Thanks for sticking with it. I know it was like a low energy one because of the game was like not giving us much. But hey, I went on a rant about furries like 5 minutes ago. Hopefully that was what made it worth it to stick around. I've already played Deathloop. Tony. Onimusha 2? No. Don't really feel like playing an Onimusha game. Especially since I can't get it on PC. But chat, you've all been wonderful tonight. Thank you for the weird and interesting conversations. Thank you for checking out my stream for the couple hours. Also, thank you for being here. If you're new here, hit the follow button. If you want to join my Discord, you can type in the Discord code down below. Or you can scroll down and find the banner as well. But also thank you for any bit subs or gift subs tonight. Thank you to the mod team too. Cuphead, if I play Cuphead, I don't want to play it with someone as well for the co-op. Wouldn't want to play it on my own. So I'd have to get Kate to play with me, I guess, since I believe she's played it as well. So, chat, it's nearly midnight. I wish you all a good night's sleep and a good day tomorrow. I'll be back streaming again. We'll be taking a break from this to play something else. I'll figure out what that is in the meantime. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your night now. Peace, everybody.